my God. Yo, how do I sound? Can you guys hear me proper? Hold on. I knew it. Hold on. Ugh. All right, can you guys hear me? Is that better, guys? Let me check myself just a minute. Why does this look funny to me? I'm so sorry, Sama. I knew there was a mic issue immediately. But yo, Sama, is it better now? Okay, sounds good now. Okay, good. Thank God. Guess what just happened to me? Guess why I'm as late as I am? So, oh my God. I'm literally about to hit the go live button. And in preparation, I'm like, oh, let me take a big swig of my drink so my voice sounds clear, etc., etc. Guess what I get an enormous fucking mouthful of, and I even swallow half of it. A fucking huge, fucking slimy, thick scoby. Do you know what a scoby is, guys? I gotta be honest, like the taste of the drink is not even nearly as bad as the texture of this fucking thing that went in my mouth and down my throat. I vomited. I threw it up. I threw it up and then some. So I had to clean myself up. I had to, and listen, you know what drink it was in? I need to give you this PSA. You know how I've been drinking the Arizona mango? What's the real name of it? Mucho Mango by Arizona. It was in that. I got it from the Dollar Tree and it's the larger size bottle. So it's like the 250 bottle, not the $1.25 bottle. Oh, please be careful. If you drink this drink, be careful. Yo, you guys know what a scoby is, right? Rio, okay. A scoby is it's I associate it with when you're making vinegar, but it is the bacteria. It's the bacteria material that makes like vinegar. It makes, I think they call it a scoby when you're making sourdough bread. It's kombucha. I think they use a scoby to make kombucha, but holy shit, it's disgusting. Rio, if you don't know what a scoby is, look it up. It's so gross. Like if you just look up a picture of it, it looks like let me show, hold on. Maybe I should show you guys. Hold on. How do you spell it? Scoby. Let me find it. I want to share a picture and show you guys. What? Some fucking white dude, some old white dude is coming up. Come on, man. How do you spell scoby? Maybe I'll call it a kombucha scoby. No, a vinegar scoby. Vinegar scoby. Okay. Scoby. Ew. Okay, found a good pictures. Ready for this, guys? You're going to vomit when you see what I just accidentally swallowed. Holy shit. Okay. Take a look at this. Okay, so look. Do you see this disgusting? Ugh, that's a vinegar scoby. Do you see this disgusting material right here? This disgusting material. And it's a creature, like it's a living collection of bacterial living creatures. and there was a disgusting scoby floating around in my fucking mucho mango. I am so highly disturbed. Like I'm gonna be a Karen about this. I don't even give a fuck. I'm saving the bottle, and I am tomorrow morning when their fucking offices are open. I'm calling that fucking 800 number on the back of the bottle. Like I'm giving you the lot number. I am reporting this horror and the horrors that I had to face as a result of this. Like yikes. Symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. Ugh. And you know what's fucked up? It didn't taste fermented. I mean, a little bit it did. Like, you know how it can taste like, especially fruit juices, when they start to go alcoholic? It had the slightest tinge of that flavor, but the flavor does not compare to the horrible texture that I fucking swallowed. Anyway, ugh. Let me take a sip of my different drink. Hold on. Oh man. What a nightmare. What up, Poutine? You missed me. Ugh. You missed me vomiting and swallowing a fucking scoby. Oh, I'm sorry, Sama. I'm glad you're here, though. Thank you for being here. Yo, I was so shocked, Sama. And it's things like this why you are such an excellent mod. I can't believe that even this really late live stream, the moment that I scheduled it, you posted the links in chat. Like, thank you so much. You really are so amazing. I cannot thank you enough. Kombucha gummy. Oh, how dare you? Yo, is it good for you? I mean, that makes me feel better because I was really worrying that it was something bad, that it meant that like I was worrying that I was going to get some type of food poisoning or some type of stomach illness as a result of this. My question is this though. Like, it goes without saying that this should not be happening in a sealed bottle of fucking Arizona Mucho Mango. That's the reason why I want to call the 800 number tomorrow and give them the lot number, just to give them a heads up that I would imagine that this scoby formed as a result of like poorly stored, like improper temperature storage, and in combination with it being an old product. Am I correct? Do you guys agree with that? G says, I was eating those cracker sticks and cheese from the dollar store and I couldn't even swallow. I didn't know what the fuck a scoby was. It sounded gross. I'm disturbed. I'm sorry, G. I'm sorry. Wait, it was likely contaminated. So wait, Spoons, do you think that I'm wrong? You think that it's contaminated? Like, because this is another possibility. I'm thinking that the bottle was opened, but they just didn't crack the plastic. Like they opened it enough to release the airtight seal, but they didn't open it enough to crack the plastic like ring around it. Ew, Scoby makes a good spread on crackers. Yo, do you know what I've seen people do? Like these people, these vegans, these militant vegans who make kombucha themselves at home. Do you know that these motherfuckers are out here making vegan leather out of Scobies? There's this one girl I watch on YouTube who made a vegan leather wallet out of her motherfucking scoby. Like, ew, bitch. I mean, that's pretty, I guess that's like, woo, the ingenuity. Nice, but still fucking weird now. No, it's a scoby. Dude, you know why I can tell it's a scoby? Because of the texture, because of what it looks like, and because of the taste and the scent. Like, it went alcoholic. and it tastes fermented. Like I can tell it's a scoby. It's vinegary and it's like kombucha-y. It's definitely a fucking scoby. Yo, if there's some left in the bottle, because I didn't, thank God I did not swallow the entire entity. But I'm gonna take a look when we're done here. I'm gonna take a look in the bottle, and if there's some left, I will pour it in a clear glass, and I'll post a picture on the community tab so you guys can see the rest of the godforsaken entity. I'll post it on the community. Gross, drink boogers. Dude, that is what is, oh God, boogers. You know, you're going to make me throw up just thinking about it in those terms because it was so close to boogies, man. I know. I'm so sorry. Human Being says, can we stop talking about scobies? Yes, we can. Oh my God. Can I say, I want to say thank you so much. And you're so you made me laugh hysterically. Do you know that somebody donated before the live stream even began? And they said, hey, P, silent viewer, hurry up. That's what they wrote in their note when they donated, and it was so funny. So thank you so much to the silent viewer who donated and told me to hurry the fuck up. And I'm so sorry that I vomited and I ended up taking extra long. I am so sorry, but I appreciate your support and you gave me a really good chuckle. Snowy Tit says, I want more Scoby talk. You fucking sadist, you Snowy Tits. Thank you for sending a dono. Every time I think of Gaining Ground because of that. All right, let's get into it. I think I should share Twitter because before we react to what the fuck is her name? DCmediagirl responding to my live stream. I want to talk about what was posted on Twitter as well. All right, hold on. Let me share it. Let me unshare this shit. Yo, guess what else I have? Yo, you know how I always make fun of people who smoke vapes? Do you know that I have a vape in my hand right now because my friend, they say they accidentally bought the mint flavor and they usually like fruit flavor. And I only, like, if I'm gonna hit a vape, I won't even hit somebody's vape if it's fruit flavor. I only like regular menthol. And do you know that they just gave me this big, bulky ass mint flavored, what is it called? A diamond box. So for however long this little vape, this bulky ass vape lasts, I have a little vape, guys. Do you know how I always make fun of people and I call it a popcorn lung? I'm out here hippoing it up, guys. I am now a popcorn lunging fucking hypocrite. Oh, shittles. All right. What am I doing? How do I get rid of this? All right. Stop screen. Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't. Dude, it's a scoby. Specklin, you are looking at a disgusting scoby because before stream, I accidentally drank one and threw up all over myself as a result of it. I did. All right. So, Twitter. Okay. Waity poo. Waity poo. Stop. What are you guys talking about? I came in late. I'm going to go vomit now. My bad. I already did vomit, just so you know. All right. Present Twitter. Lore. And you guys have to tell me. I don't understand what this is. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. Now, I wanted to read this tweet specifically because it was so fucking ridiculous. And thank God, shout out to Gaining Ground for defending me and the truth. And who posted twin snakes? Thanks for reminding me how fire these are. They're some of my favorites. No luck on finding the kicks, though. Oh, shit, guys. For those of you who have never seen the twin snakes, Dead found the Haribo twin snakes. They are amazing. And yeah, yo, I've got to say, Dead, please continue to keep looking for the sneakers, because if you like the twin snakes, the sneakers are so much better, both in texture, in taste, in fruit flavor selection. I gotta stop selling these fucking gummy snacks for these companies who are not putting a dime in my pocket. Nah, but they're good, whatever. It's for the greater good, guys. All right, what am I doing? What am I looking for? Okay, I need to find the gaining ground. There we go. Okay, let's do him. The fuck? Defeat, what's this? Oh my god, what is this? Yo, AI shit is getting so creepy. That's gotta be AI, right? Oh, look at the kitty, look at the kitty. Where is it? Where is the post that I'm... Oh, I have to look at his replies, right? My bad. This is the song, la 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 la, the Elmo song. Am I getting Twitter blindness? I can't see it. Okay, here we go. Now I'm pissed off that I can't really see the initial tweet. And look at this. Like, okay, this is what I need you guys to help me out with. Now, you see this on screen, right? You see how I can see everything. Now, take a look what happens when I try to click in further. If I try to expand, it goes away. What the fuck is that? And then, even stranger, is it looks as though either more comments were added or this person changed their fucking screen name. It's so fucking strange. Like, can anybody... I'm coming back to... Hold on. I'm coming back to this screen. Do you see how it changes? Like, can someone please explain to me what that is? Why does that happen? Does anybody know? Lil Boot says, LOL, because they blocked you. Twitter glitches out and shows you the initial tweet sometimes. Okay, but wait. How come it looks like they changed their screen name as well? And there's no question for why they fucking blocked me, because they outright fucking lied. They lied their fucking ass off. Like, yikes. The initial tweet was... I wish I could... Hold on. I think somebody sent it to me. Hold on. I think I can read it to you. The initial tweet that Gaining Ground responded to, because it was sent to me. Hold on. Let me check my text messages. Hold on. No. All right. Okay, here we go, I think. Oh, yo! All right, this is the initial tweet. Listen to this backwards shit. Yo, when I read this, like, thank God Gaining Ground defended me, because this level of backwards, dishonest, fucking loopy la la land, this made me genuinely fucking angry. Thank the good Lord that Gaining Ground came to the fucking side of truth. Listen to this backward shit. Now, everybody who was in my live stream, my last live stream, and you saw what went down, how Donna Morte came into chat and said, oh, but didn't you see, have you no comment on what that A-logger said? And I was like, what fucking A-logger? And then finally, Donna Morte was like, Fedora. And then I was like, what? I was like, that's really funny because I'm surprised you don't know that I've had Fedora blocked for months now. So how would I ever see that? And also, why would I care and why do you care? Anyway, so keep that in mind as I'm about to read this fictitious fucking allegation. So this person who has now blocked me for obvious reasons, Sharon says Fedora said something about Negs dropping the soap, which triggered the nut to do a stream lambasting Fedora, which Fedora then had to defend herself. Would I have made the remark Fedora did? No. Do I think it's the worst thing that's ever come out of that corner of YouTube? Nope. Now, can you fucking, what would have to be fucking wrong with somebody to perceive what occurred in that live stream as the nut doing a stream lambasting Fedora? Are you fucking high? Are you fucking okay? Like, what the fuck did you watch? What is wrong with you? And fix it immediately. Gaining Ground very thankfully responded and said, Gaining Ground said, that's incorrect. Pistachio was streaming about something entirely different, and someone came into chat and asked why she hasn't blasted Fedora for that post. And she said she doesn't even talk to Fedora anymore and has her blocked. So how would she know? And then Gaining Ground says, people then asked Pistachio why they don't speak anymore because it was news to them, and Pistachio told them the story why. Long story short, the stream wasn't about Fedora, her post, and Pistachio had no idea Fedora had even said this. Now, can you fucking believe? I can't even. Now let's go back to what I can see on Twitter and what I can see the remainder of this conversation. Let's read it together. It's unfortunate that I can't see everything that this fucking ridiculous person has said. But all right, let me click into it and see what we can see. Hold on. Oh, this is so unfortunate. Yo, does anybody here have access to this tweet? Like, yo, would somebody do me the huge solid if you could? Would you go on Twitter and go into this thread that the Gaining Ground is defending me on? Would you send me the screenshot so I can actually read out what this person said? Because I can read his responses and we can deduce what's probably being said, but I would much rather show you guys the actual fuckery that was being stated. But for right now, let's just read his responses and we can pretty much deduce what the fuck is being said. Gaining Ground says a lot of chat was shocked and were like, whoa, you guys are fighting? And they kept asking why, so she finally told them. It was never her intention to bring Fedora up or bash her at all. And I didn't bash Fedora at all anyway. I said I was majorly fucking hurt by her. Like, what the fuck? Gaining Ground says it's got nothing to do with being friends with her. I think it speaks volumes on Pistachio's part that no one even knew they were fighting. Thank you, Gaining Ground. When that person came in and asked a generic A-logger question, she asked who, And they said Fedora, so she explained herself. Thank you, Gaining Ground. He says Fedora has also gone after Pistachio in the past. I don't know why that's any different. I think it sucks that they're fighting, but it is what it is. Dude, this I know he's defending me, but it's like, it sucks that they're fighting. Do you want to know what fucking sucks? It sucks that for some reason Fedora decided to only hate me for allegedly getting too close to fucking DCmediagirl, yet at the same time was A-okay with Gaining Ground, allegedly welcoming her into the chat, is still in Gaining Ground's chat to this very day, is still in Belinda's chats, is A-okay with Belinda interacting with DCmediagirl, but me in one fucking live stream simply being cordial to DC, that was too much. That's where she draws the line. Now it's fuck me forever. I'm an enemy and how dare I? That's what's fucked up. That's what's fucking unfortunate. I'm telling you, it adds real fucking insult to injury. When she singled me out, double fucking standards, just me. But Gaining Ground, that's okay. Belinda, man, that's all right. But me, simply being cordial, oh, it's too much, guys. How could you? How could you? Snowtit says, is the blocked person Vidal? I clicked on Fedora's stream for a second and she was very excited in the chat. I don't know. I wouldn't imagine so, because if it was somebody that only I had blocked, I would have the option there to unblock them. And I'm pretty sure I unblocked Vidal. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I did. G said, did you see the Anna, Nikol, and DC panel about you? No, we're going to react to that next. Somebody sent me the link to it on Twitter. We're going to watch that together right now. So it says, what the fuck? Oh, and you know what I didn't know? You know what I didn't realize? I didn't realize that Anna Nikol was on the fucking panel. Ooh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. All right, let's do that now. Let's get straight to that. Who sent me that clip again? I think it was Highlight Groceries is the one who sent me that clip. Just trying to make the video on accident? What does that mean? Detective Cochise? I'm going to ask him right now. What the shittles does that even mean? Like, guys, what the fuck does that mean? Just trying to make the video on accident. LOL. Like, what? Okay. Shit. Hold on, guys. I want to check my DMs real quick. Let me unshare this. Let me check my DMs real quicky poo. How do I? Okay, I'll remove it this way. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yo, somebody sent me a photo of. Whoa, this is so weird. Somebody sent me a screenshot of some of the DMs from that Sharan bitch on Twitter. And they said the bridge between her and the nut was burned months ago. Other than one random snide remark, Fedora hasn't talked about her. Like, what? When was the bridge burned months ago? Do you mean when she fucked me over and I got angry about it? Like, listen, she's a grown fucking adult. I'm not going to handle her with kid gloves. If I'm fucking angry, I'm going to be angry. I'm assuming they mean the time where she had me on panel and then I think I was either, I got off, like something happened where either the disconnection was lost or somebody threw me off stream, and then she allowed Hussy to speak. But even though I was in chat, like, oh, I'm here, I'm still here, that was an accident, that was a mistake, She was reading my fucking chats and allowing Hussy to fucking talk his rah-rah shit and ignoring the shit that I was saying. Under the circumstances of that situation, that was even more ridiculous too. But no, we were still cool for months after that. Now, if she was harboring some fucking baby bullshit fucking feelings about it and didn't tell me about it, now that's a different story. But do you know how crazy that is? She treated me like shit in that situation as well. And especially under the circumstances with Hussy, her and Hussy were fucking enemies. And her and I had always been nothing but what I thought was fucking friends. I had been nothing but loyal, kind, fucking supportive of her. For her to do that, like, I'm sorry to tell you, but she fucked me over in that situation. She treated me like shit. And if she was harboring fucking feelings about it, like, listen, the truth is it's best for me that there's no longer a relationship there. She's obviously not somebody that I can trust. She's not somebody who ever fucking enjoyed me as a human being. And the proof is in the fucking pudding. Now, that's, you know what, that's really fucked up. It doesn't matter how you treat somebody, apparently. It doesn't matter if you're loyal, if you're kind, if you're supportive to them, if you do nothing but fucking defend them. They will still harbor some weird fucking feelings about you for God knows why, and not even have the fucking courtesy to tell you about it. Like, Jesus Christ, how unfortunate. All right, let me find the link. Oh, no, I forgot to check the other DM. Hold on. Okay, it's the group text. This person said, thank you. Rio sent it in the group chat. This person, Sharan, said, final thought of the day. Today I learned that some of you are incredibly sensitive considering the chats I've seen you in and the things that you've been cool with. Your favorite streamer of the hour saying, it's okay. I don't hold against you, but just remember that the shit you're okay with today may be getting screenshotted to use against you tomorrow. Now, I have no fucking clue who that's in reference to. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I really don't. But I don't know. Okay, thank you, Rio, for sending it to me. All right, let me get rid of this and let me find the link to that DC stream. It was High on Groceries who sent it to me, right? Hold on, let me check my replies. I'm pretty sure that's how I can find it. And I've got to say, I enjoy this vape quite a bit. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me share this. I like groceries. All right, present, share screen. All right, here we go, guys.
I'm sick of this shit. A lot of people saw what went down when I first popped up in Girl World, when my channel first showed up, right? It all happened very fucking publicly, didn't it? Didn't it, Peanut, whatever the fuck. Oh, deep breaths, deep breaths.
This is Anna Nikol. What are you so angry about, bitch? Like, what the fuck are you doing right now? You know, it always shows me that people get angry when they when the truth is told and they're not happy about it, you know? That's always a telltale sign for me. This bitch is so angry about God knows what that she has to calm herself down.
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
Deep
Because
breaths.
you know what?
Deep breaths. I don't like the truth that you told. Oh, I don't like it. I can't handle it.
I'm holding in a lot of fucking things I've wanted to say for two.
You know, I've held in a lot of things that I've wanted to say because you're a fucking snake, bitch. You're a fucking snake, and I never spoke up in your direction because you were already being piled upon by the people that you fucking called friends. DMs that were shared, fucking, like, I get it. You're fucking afraid of DC and Negs, and you should be. So I get it. And that's actually part of the reason why I never, focused the truth in your direction, because I didn't want to be a part of, them turning on you, which definitely fucking happened in the long run anyway. Like, I don't even understand how the fuck did she end up back in their good graces. I don't know, because I don't pay attention or care.
to almost over a year now. Well over a year. Okay. And there's always two sides to every story, right? There's her side and her perspective. And there's my side.
Dude, what side? The truth is I was kind to you. When your channel had nobody fucking watching you, I supported you. I would share your links and urge people to go and watch you. In fact, you thanked me and you said, "Oh my God, I had so much anxiety and I would have felt so bad about myself if nobody was there to watch. Thank you so much for sharing those links." And then you made an obvious business decision because you felt DC could offer you more viewership by association at that point. So you chose her instead. Nothing ever happened between us. I never even called you out for the shit. I never even said, like, hey, that's fucked up. In fact, I'm pretty sure I said to you in DMs, like, do whatever you have to do. Like, if what you're doing here is about money and viewership first and foremost, then do you. Just be careful. Know who you're associating with. I was incredibly fucking kind and fair to her. So this fucking rage from her is so misplaced and ridiculous. It's kind of funny.
In my perspective. And I'm going to try not to cry because I'm a crier when I get really fucking mad.
Dude, why would you cry? Like, we were never even fucking friends. It's not that big of a deal. I think you're crying because you don't like the truth being told. That's really what it is. If you don't like the truth being told about your actions, then change your fucking actions if you're so embarrassed by them.
And I'm really, really mad. I was mad last night. I didn't even listen to the whole stream because it's literally pathetic. It was like a giant fucking cope of, oh my God, people are being nice to somebody I don't like. The world is ending kind of bitch ass stream. Not even worth listening to. I don't understand how anybody listens to that person, that peanut, whatever
I mean, you used to lick my dick hardcore. You used to watch me and you watched my stream. And also, that is so dishonest to say that that's what my stream was, a big cope about me having a problem with people liking somebody I dislike. No. I said many fucking times, support whoever you want, support DC. I said, but it becomes a dangerous problem when you are actively not calling her out for her misdeeds, when you are allowing her to silence you and not be able to speak and call out Negs's bullshit from the past or present or anything in between. Like, these people, this is what tickles me. It's quite entertaining. They can't be honest. Like, there's no honest criticism. It always has to be skewed. It always has to be regurgitated back in a dishonest, fictitious fucking manner. And that always tells me everything I need to know about the intentions and, honestly, like, the mental capacity and capabilities. You feel me?
Fuck, she is. She is a nut. She's crazy. Anyways, when I first showed up in Girl World, I first noticed Hater Tater, okay, on Twitter.
Yo, Rio, you know what's funny about that as well? Rio says, if I recall correctly, I told you and Gigi to be very wary of her years ago before she went to DC. Do you know what's really funny is Gaining Ground also told me from Jump Street to be very wary of her as well. And like I said, I give people the benefit of the doubt first, and then I will change I will change how I feel depending upon their own behavior. But yo, even Gaining Ground fucking clocked her from day one as well. I just, you know what it is? I don't pay enough attention in the sense that I don't live on the internet. I have a job and a life outside of the internet. So I have a very limited view of who people are and their actions. And that is probably my biggest fucking flaw in this space.
Me and Hater Tater became friends. And one day, oh my God, I got like pasty mouth because I did admittedly smoke a damn joint trying to calm myself down before this because I wasn't trying to go full FFG, you know? But
I'm speeding this up, by the way.
She posted a link to one of Peanut's streams. I think she was talking about Yaba after Yaba made the whole like.
Oh man, this is not what I want to watch, guys. I want to do the DC one. I thought they were on panel together. Is DC on panel with her? Is DC on panel with her on this one? Okay, yes. Okay, good. I was about to say, if this is just fucking Anna Nikol, I don't care. But okay, this is the one I want. My bad, guys.
When I first showed up in Girl World, I first noticed Hater Tater, okay, on Twitter. Me and Hater Tater became friends. And one day, oh my God, I got like pasty mouth because I did admittedly smoke a damn joint trying to calm myself down before this.
Dude, friends, that's a pretty strong word to use. What you became was people who DM'd, you became strangers who cordially DM'd each other. Like, I don't think fucking Hater Tater would ever have considered you a friend. Sorry to tell you.
This because I wasn't trying to go full FFG, you know? But she posted a link to one of Peanut's streams. I think she was talking about Yaba after Yaba made the whole like Neg's retarded kid comment. And I had the audacity to say, that's kind of fucked up to call somebody's kid a retard just because you don't like their parents. Like, that's fucked up. I don't care who it is said about. I didn't really know who Negs was at that point. I'd heard
what
about
did she just say?
Noticed Hater Tater, okay, on Twitter. Me and Hater Tater became friends. And one day, oh my God, I got like pasty mouth because I did admittedly smoke a damn joint trying to calm myself down before this because I wasn't trying to go full FFG, you know? But she posted a link to one of Peanut's streams. I think she was talking about Yaba after Yaba made the whole like Neg's retarded kid comment. And I had the audacity.
Okay, dude, I was so scared. I had to go back and make sure for a second. I thought she was saying that I made that comment. Thank God. Thank God.
To say that's kind of fucked up to call somebody's kid a retard just because you don't like their parents. Like, that's fucked up. I don't care who it is said about. I didn't really know who Negs was at that point. I'd heard about him on FFG streams and Yaba streams or whatever. But I didn't really know anything about him, really. So anyways, I went into Peanut's chat following Hater Tater. I only went in like 3.
Yo, you know what's crazy about it as well? Sama says, like, why decide to stream if one is going to be that emotional over this stuff? It's not good for the streamer either. Do you want to know why this is super creepy to me? Because we were never fucking friends. We had maybe 5 sentences said between us as human beings. Like, never in my fucking life would I be getting emotional over what Anna Nikol did, said. Like, what the flying fuck is this? It shows me that this emotion comes from, she just doesn't appreciate the truth that I'm speaking. She liked it when I said nothing and didn't call her shit out. That's what it's really about. Like, let's be honest.
3 of her live streams, and I was never friends with Peanut. Never. We were never, ever, ever friends. I don't know that girl.
See, now I'm glad she just admitted that. So why the fuck are you getting so emotional then? We were never friends. And that's why it makes it even more fucked up, because of the support and the kindness I showed you for no good goddamn reason. And like, it makes you more fucked up as a result of that.
She immediately started adding me to Twitter group DMs. She didn't even ask me if I wanted to be in any of these group DMs. She just threw me in there with a bunch of people that I also didn't know who they were. She was bringing people in my chat, whatever, like Fupa Balls and Hater Tater and all those people.
And you thanked me and said that you would have cried and had a panic attack because nobody was watching you. I was being supportive because nobody was fucking watching your shit, B. Like, and yo, like I have the DMs still. Like we can read DMs if we really need to.
Well, all the people that don't like FFG, whatever. And you know, I was a brand new creator. I had like under 200 subs. Like I was like really small. I didn't really know much about the anti-hater side of anything other than what I had read on Kiwi Farms when I was researching things for FFG. And at first I didn't even know that Peanut was like, I thought Pistachio was Pistachio. I fell for the lie that she tells her audience, you know, about her other personality, Peanut and or sister or whatever it is that she makes up and she lies constantly about on her channel. Until I saw the two accounts talking to themselves on Twitter, and I thought that was fucking really weird. But anyways, fast forward. I literally was going in there.
And yo, did I add her to the group chat? I don't even remember that, Little Boots. I don't remember her. I do not remember adding her to the group chat. But if I did, like that wouldn't surprise me. Like it's a fucking group chat for fat bitch land on the internet. It's not some secret fucking close friendship family group. Like, so crazy the way she is talking about this in general.
In her streams, Gigi, and I'm not saying this to drag you or to cause any problems, and I know that there's going to be consequences for me deciding to say my own side of the story and my perspective of how it felt from my eyes. But he was very standoffish to me. And Peanut, you should put those streams back up so that everybody can see.
Yeah, Gaining Ground didn't like you. Gaining Ground absolutely did not like you. He warned me of you. He smelled that you were a social climber from day one. Absolutely, he did not fucking like you.
Just how rude Gigi was to me in your chat over and over again.
Yeah, you want to know something? He was correct. He was absolutely correct. But I still chose to give you a chance, very stupidly on my part. I chose to give you a chance, and, you know, if you exhibited that behavior, then so be it. But yes, it's no secret that he did not fucking like you.
Because we all didn't know that he had made an actual business decision and decided to apologize to FFG behind the scenes and not really tell anyone to save his own ass. So, you know, he didn't want to be seen fucking with a channel that was fucking with FFG, right? Because that would just bring the FFG drama back on his door. And that's just facts and reality. That's just what it was. That's not dragging anyone. That's just what it was. So I didn't really feel welcomed over in her chat, even though Peanut was trying to be nice to me and a couple of her friends were trying to be nice to me. He did not make me feel welcome right from the very.
Yeah, I was trying to support you because nobody was fucking watching your shit. I was trying to support you because I was reacting to your content in my stream. And I like to be fair. I'm not going to just grab your content and then not support your channel at the same time. The way that if anybody would try to pose that as a negative on my character is fucking ridiculous.
Very beginning. I made the mistake of noticing that DCmediagirl, who I was a fan of, and I'm not afraid to say that. I enjoyed DCmediagirl's content, and she's backstage because she has some words for you too, Peanut, and I'm going to be bringing her up so that she can fucking tell you off too.
And what did I say to you? Share our DMs, or I will, or we both can. What did I say to you about DCmediagirl? I said, do whatever you want, support whoever you want. Do what you gotta do. Just be careful. And what happened at the end of the day? Like, dude, I've seen the DMs of you regretting your decision to get in bed with DC and her community in general, of you being absolutely fucking scared to death of the consequences that would potentially occur because of your fucking mistake to trust and align with these people. Like, please, are you going to admit those things as well? I sure hope so.
But I want to get this out first before I bring her up. Immediately after I went into DCmediagirl's chat, all excited because she was covering my videos, I was excited that anybody was covering my videos, as I believe any creator would who is brand new on the scene. You're going to be excited that people that you have watched for years on YouTube were all of a sudden playing your videos and agreeing with your commentary. I didn't think it was a big deal that I went into her chat. From there, it was an instant problem. Now, Gigi and Silvana did some fucked up shit to me. And I've decided to, that doesn't really, I'm over that. You know what I mean? Like, shit is what it is. It happened a long time ago. I don't care anymore. But I was immediately they were attacking people that were still cool with me and trying to keep it civil. and saying that, you know, I was a revenge porn supporter. I supported revenge porn, and, you know, all of Silvana's feelings and emotions where I was held accountable for, even though I didn't even know who the fuck a Silvana is, and I still don't.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know what she's talking about with this. I don't know what Silvana and whoever she just said did to her. I have no idea what this is about.
Give a fuck or know who that woman is. I had told Hater Tater, I told Vidal, yeah, you Vidal, you know what you did, that I didn't want to involve myself in beef between creators that all used to be friends and that were now fighting with each other, because I didn't feel like that was any of my business, and it wasn't my place to jump on any bandwagons or involve myself in shit that literally had.
And what did I say to you about it in DMs? To act as though I had a problem with it is so fucking dishonest. Share our DMs, bitch. I will. If you won't, I will. Like, so fucking dishonest.
Had nothing to do with me, and that happened before I even knew who any of these people were. And I feel like that is a completely rational decision to make, to just not involve myself, to keep my chat over here, Switzerland, which it will remain. I don't care if you talk shit about me in other chats. I don't care if you like me or you're not, if you come in here to defend FFG or Russ or whoever else, whatever. I actually welcome true discourse on my channel, not like you, Peanut, who block everybody and delete all the comments or yell at people.
Who the fuck do I block and delete comments? Are you fucking crazy right now? To say that I don't, like, what? I don't welcome honest discourse. Like, are you crazy, bitch? Like, what the fuck, man?
And they disagree with you. I don't do that. I don't sit on my platform trying to destroy other people's reputations, trying to stifle their growth. I don't do that. I never have. And right from the very beginning, I blocked all of these people. All of them. I did not respond to Silvana and Gigi. I did not interact with it. I just wanted.
What the fuck does Silvana and Gigi have anything to do with this or me, or I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about.
Them to fucking leave me alone and stop. So I blocked all of them. All of them. The whole entire time I was involved with the bodega, they were still, all of them were blocked. I didn't talk to them on Twitter. I didn't respond to them when they were making community tab posts about me, when they were screenshotting my tweets and posting them all over their Twitter and dragging me, when they were basically making it to the point where I was no longer allowed to have an opinion in the community anymore, because this set of creators didn't like me because I didn't choose a side. Right, Vidal? Remember when you told me that if I didn't choose a side, one would be chosen for me? Which is exactly what happened. People chose a side for me. I had Yaba on her channel calling me a freak, a degenerate, saying I was addict, saying I was all these other things to her fucking community.
Notice how she's talking about everybody but me. Like, what the fuck does this have to do with me? Oh, nothing? Good, got it, great.
Every single day for months on her live streams. I had Gigi dragging me, Belinda dragging me, Fedora dragging me, Silvana dragging me, Peanut dragging me, Fupa Balls dragging me, Hater Tater event.
Where have I ever fucking dragged you? Truth is I was indifferent. I didn't give a fuck, Anna. I didn't give a fuck. You were somebody that I tried to show kindness to, and then I quickly became aware that you were a social climber, and I was like, okay, good, whatever. Never mentioned you, never dragged you, because I don't give a shit, man. Like, oy vey.
Actually even started dragging me. And Hater Tater, since you have lots of opinions all the time, why don't you tell the truth and tell them why you stopped being friends with me? What would I not do that you wanted me to do? You wanted me to say that Clara was an animal abuser because she decided to leave one of her dogs with its other owner and not make an elderly dog move across states, leave its roots.
I don't believe you at all about Hater Tater. Hater Tater is one of the most honest and morally consistent fucking individuals that I've come across on the internet, period. I don't believe a fucking word she's saying about Hater Tater, and I can't wait to ask Hater Tater personally about these fucked up allegations.
Leave everything that it's used to. That's
because
not,
of course, I heard a different story. Of course I did.
Abuse. That is not animal abuse. You retard. I'm sorry, but I was never going to fucking say that just because what? To save my ass? That would have been a business decision. Peanut, whatever the fuck you are, Pistachio. That would have been a business.
Oh, it's becoming very clear that what she's really angry and emotional about is my valid criticism that she's a social climber. that she makes business decisions, not moral decisions, not not decisions based on integrity or her own convictions. It's whatever's going to get me the most adulation and the most YouTube views. And she is, listen, this is not a crime, but it's a fact that needs to be stated and acknowledged. It's important to her. She relies on the money she makes from YouTube. And it seems as though by her own actions that she will do, say, align with whatever and whoever she must to keep that YouTube coin a coming. But it's like, it's not a crime. The economy is fucked. I get it. But own it. Own it. Don't get emotional and fucking cry and make a fool of yourself on a fucking live stream.
Decision to just say what every single one of you all wanted me to say. Choose.
No. You made a business decision. You made a business decision. And the truth is at detriment to yourself in the long run. And you're too fearful to admit that at this point. Like you almost immediately regretted your decision to align with DC. You were incredibly fearful of what she and Negs would do to you personally if you spoke out against her, disagreed with her, anything like that. I hope you enjoy the bed that you've made for yourself, but you don't get angry at other people for the decisions that you've made. And for someone like me, just acknowledging and speaking to reality the decisions that you've made. Like, come on.
The side you wanted me to choose instead of being my own person and saying that I didn't want anything to do with your personal beefs. Period. And I wouldn't do anything. I love now that a year later, after I've been dogpiled for a whole year, after people have tried to take me down, destroy my reputation.
Did you really fucking change your name that quick, Scoby Doby Doo? Scoby Doby Doo says Pistachio may not like me, but I love her. Who are you? What was your original name? How did you change that shit so fast? I respect it. I respect the fucking hustle. There's Scoby Doby Doo.
Silence me. That people are now all of a sudden of the opinion that people shouldn't have to choose a side. People shouldn't have to involve themselves in creators' personal beefs. Other creators shouldn't have to pick a side. That's high school. That's immature. And it's not productive. It's not lucrative. And it's not enjoyable.
No, I agree. And I scream this from the rooftops almost daily. No one should be no one should be forced to pick a side. Nobody should be censored in a chat. Nobody should be fucking hated or shunned because of whose chat they appear in. However, no matter whose fucking chat you appear in, no matter who you have an alliance with or friends with, you should be able to fucking tell the truth. You should be able to acknowledge reality. If you are, in heavy quotation marks, friends with somebody, and that friendship comes along with, you're not allowed to hold them accountable for their misdeeds, their lies, etc., their hypocrisy, that's not a friendship. That's a fucking dictatorship. And you are a sheep. You're a pussy. Like, that's what it is. That's what it's about. Sorry.
For the audience. I want to provide entertainment to my audience. I want to provide a place where everybody is able to speak their mind, whether I agree with them or don't.
You want to provide entertainment by just ripping entire fucking live streams from other people? Does she even make content of her own? Does she even do fucking commentary? Like, what are you talking about? All of this shit is making no sense to me because of the type of content that this person makes. All you do is you fucking rip live streams and you fucking repost them. What?
I want to be my own fucking person and not be put into a box that makes other people in this community feel more comfortable. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of fucking people lying about me. You lied through your fucking teeth yesterday, Peanut. You know what you and your friends did to me. And you know what? The only one of all of you.
I don't know what anybody fucking did to you. I only know my own actions. And I know that I've been only kind and supportive to you for a very short time. I know that when Gaining Ground and others tried to warn me of your potential fucking social climbing and terrible character, I still chose to give you a chance. Do you see how this baby bitch is trying to hold me accountable for things that I don't even know that occurred? Like, this is so crazy. And all the while, she's sitting here screaming about how she doesn't want to be put into a box and choose sides, yet she expects me to do that. Like, this is so fucking ridiculous. I can't even handle it right now.
Who has taken any accountability for what your side did is Belinda, which I have mad respect for, and I appreciate it.
Side, bitch? Look at how this bitch is trying to scream how no one should be choosing sides and blah, blah, blah. I speak for me. I'm a fucking adult. I speak for my own actions only. I don't know what anybody else fucking did to you, to I don't fucking know. Nor do I care, honestly. But it's crazy to me that she doesn't taste the irony and hypocrisy coming out of her mouth as she speaks it. Like, amazing.
That she actually apologized to me. None of these other people have ever once taken accountability for how they dogpiled me straight out the gate. Why would they even care what some 200 subscriber channel that, you know, your words, Peanut, wasn't even getting anybody in her chat, cared about anything? Why'd you care? But you had to try to destroy me.
I didn't care. And I didn't try to destroy shit. Like, if you have problems with Gaining Ground or whoever the fuck else, make a video in their direction. Why does this have anything to do with me? What I've said? What the? I've never even fucking mentioned you in a negative light after that situation, because again, I didn't really care that much. Like, oh my God.
Right from the very fucking beginning. And you want to talk about accountability? Why don't you take accountability for what you've done? Because you've done.
I sure will. I sure will take accountability for being kind to you, trying to support you when nobody was watching your channel. I surely the fuck will take full accountability for that. What the fuck is that noise? What the fuck was that? Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Yo, do I still sound okay, guys? I want to make sure I sound okay. Whoa. Whoa. All right, it's good. Yo, that was so scary. I heard the strangest noise, and then I went to go and look in my kitchen, and a bag just fell over. It sounded like somebody was breaking in my fucking window. I just almost had a fucking panic attack. I'm so glad that there was just a bag falling over. Oh, Nelly. All right, let's get back to it. My bad. Oh, wait, wrong thing. Where is the video I was reacting to? Here we go.
Done a lot. And if you want me to go all the way back, because, you know, Owl, I'm really good at finding my way around the farms, have for years, use it as a resource, stop trying to fail dox me as weird Kiwi farmers, you weirdo, and stop talking about me. Fuck, these bitches are all so weird. I can't take it anymore. But anyways, my computer will die eventually because it's a piece of shit right now, so I'm going to bring Clara up here. And that's all I had to say. You're not being truthful, Peanut. You guys are fucking weird over there. A weird fucking cult, just like how you...
Listen to this, so telling. You're not being truthful, Peanut. You guys speak to me, bitch. Keep it on the eye, bitch. What have I done? How have I treated you? Because I've only ever been fucking supportive and kind to you personally. I'm so sorry that my friends didn't like you and clocked your fucked character from Jump Street. I'm so sorry that I chose very stupidly and mistakenly to give you a chance when you did not deserve one. What a crime I've committed here.
You call other people cults. You guys are just the same. All of you are just as fucking weird as the foodie beauty haters, for the most part. You hate people so insanely that you've never met, and you expect your audience to carry your grudges for you. That's not right. Nobody over here is going to be asked to hate people just because I hate them. Nobody over here is going to be asked to choose a side. I'm quite capable of being civil with other freaking creators on the platform, because you know what it does? It is beneficial to the audience for people to all be civil with each other. We're supposed to be making content on YouTube. We're not supposed to be just dragging everybody down 24/7. It's not enjoyable. None of this is fucking enjoyable anymore. A lot of you need to get over your own personal fucking feelings and your own personal fucking...
Yeah, bitch, you're preaching to the choir. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but it's ridiculous to say that in my direction.
Grudges and move on with your fucking lives. And I say that, like, just move on. It's enough.
By move on, do you mean just pretend that this person has taken accountability and pretend everything's a-okay now? Because I'm all for forgiving, but I am not all for fucking forgetting. I am not all for pretending that the sky ain't fucking blue and that this person does not have the potential to be dangerous. Now, I know that you are deathly, and with warrant, deathly fucking afraid of DC and Negs, as you should be. But I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm so sorry that you chose the wrong fucking alliance, and now you're deathly afraid to speak truth in that direction as a result of it. Sorry.
People are fucking sick of it. And if you think that I'm going to sit here and I'm going to let people fucking lie about me for another year, you have another fucking thing coming, because you know what? The next time you fucking open your mouth about me, Peanut, we're going to open a whole can of worms on your entire fucking history. Okay.
Do it. Do it. If it's anything like the shit you've said today, I will take absolute joy and I will entertain a many by picking apart your weird fucking bullshit, your weird, nonsensical, over emotional, fictitious, dishonest bullshit. And I'm sorry to tell you, but based on your own actions, you absolutely appear to be a social climber. You're a fucking social climber. That's not a crime. And it's also, I mean, it's not great, you know, and, you know, but it's pretty common here on YouTube. You're a fucking social climber. The truth, integrity, fucking, you know, moral consistency. It's just not that important to you. And I get it, but you've got to fucking own it. I'm sorry.
Okay? You want to talk about accountability? I could hold your feet to the fire for a lot of fucking shit, babe. A lot of shit that...
Do it. Please do it. Now, I, unlike yourself and your fucking friends, if there is an area in which I can better myself, if there's an area where I can learn and become a better person, I am open to that with all of my fucking being. I am open to criticism as long as it's honest and based in reality. I want to better myself. I appreciate good criticism. I revel at the opportunity to become a better fucking person. I wish you were the same.
That I've never done. So anyways, without further ado, here's Clara.
Hello.
So sorry, I was going to be nervous.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, great. Yeah, just so that Hater Tater can rest easy, I got word today that the animal that I horribly abused by abandoning him will be visiting here in the next couple of months. So I know that it's a horribly abusive thing to leave an animal with the person that helped raise him for the first couple of years of his life. Um, my dog, Sidhu, is in great shape.
This is so crazy. Like, I don't understand why they're talking about Hater Tater when this live stream is supposed to be directed at me and a response to me and what I said in my live stream. Do you know what it makes me think? Do you know what it makes me know? That all of this is just padded out fluff because it is extremely difficult to, to counter the facts that I stated in my live stream. So what these two people are going to do instead, because it is so difficult to fucking, to counter the truth, they're going to talk about a bunch of other people who aren't me and just pad out the fucking stream with that instead.
He is pampered and loved, and I love him with all my heart. And he will be here in a few months, and I will put him on camera so that everybody can see what great shape he's in. Hater Tater, you are a very strange woman. I just want to let you know you are a fucking weirdo, an obsessed.
Hater Tater, I hate it when people say that she's obsessed. She has a fucking Twitter account where she focuses on calling out one of the most problematic fucking pigs in this space. She has a life. She has a family. She has a fucking job. She can only focus her attention in one direction. There's only so many fucking minutes in the day. And I've got to say again, in her defense, like legitimately, she is one of the most honest, she's one of the most honest, kind, supportive, and morally consistent people that I've met on the internet in general. And all of these people, the reason why these people have a problem with her is because she will call your shit out evenly, fairly, honestly. And it's very, very difficult to counter the truth. And that's what Hater Tater speaks. So they hate her fucking for it.
Bizarre
A-logger.
A-logger, exactly. All right. So I'm going to tell a story that I have told many times, and if it hadn't been for a certain group of people brigading my fucking YouTube channel, the story, which has never changed, would be available there for everyone to hear. But since that channel is gone, my first comment is, Peanut, if you're mad that Negs and I are back on YouTube, I don't give a fuck. All right, you're going to have to get over it.
I'm not mad at all. I don't know what would ever give you that fucking idea, ever. Mad that you're back on YouTube? No, I genuinely wish success for both you and your fucking son. Every live stream that I've done about these people, I've been so fair and kind to the point where people have accused me of being like friends with them or supporters of them to some degree because I've been so honest and kind. The only time I ever cover DC or Negs, I am criticizing and giving really good advice in hopes that they listen and better their situation, better their content. I've only ever been fair and kind in these people and honest in these people's directions. Like, I honestly, I don't understand why you didn't do what you needed to do to be back on YouTube long ago. I wish, because genuinely, I believe that if these people were successful, if they were fulfilled, and if they were happy, I think that a lot of this really grotesque, fucked up, vindictive behavior would cease. Because, when one is fulfilled, that shows outward. It's good for everybody if somebody is happy, fulfilled, and successful. So she's ridiculous. Mad because she's back on YouTube. Are you fucking crazy? Like, do you not remember? I damn near defended you when your channel got fucking terminated. It was me who said how fucking unfair it was that YouTube deemed that, whether it was Negs making a stupid mistake or not, it was me who said how unfair it was for them to terminate your channel over a fucking movie that they shared on their own fucking site. Do Do you remember that? Or are you going to lie about that? You're going to forget about that?
You are
No
on
one
your
gives a fuck, Peanut.
No one cares. You are on your third channel, Peanut. Your first one got taken down for bullying and harassment. The second time you lost your channel was because of that creep show art thing, and I don't know what happened, and I don't care. And now you're on your third channel pretending to be your sister. So you are in no position to talk about ban evading or, people you don't like being on YouTube. There are a lot.
Dude, do you see? This is what makes it so crazy. This is what makes these back and forths almost a waste of time, because she's not even arguing with me honestly. I never said any of these things. None of this is the issue. The issue, DC Media Girl, is that you have never taken accountability for your disgusting behavior. And now you are very obviously trying to manipulate the audience into thinking that you and Gaining Ground are better friends than you are, then you and Belinda are better friends than you are, because you know you have something to gain. And while Gaining Ground and Belinda may have forgiven you for their own sake, they and most people in this space are well aware that you've not taken accountability, and based on the lies that you're still telling, you have no desire to fucking change or do better. That's the issue. But is she going to address that? Of course not, because there's no way to fucking defend herself. That's the issue. That's the only fucking issue.
A lot of people I don't like on YouTube, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't watch their content. How's that? Anyway, all right. So this is what happened with her, because when we first were in the community in like 2019, 2020, we were fine with each other. We were never buddies, but we were okay with one another. And she developed a weird hate boner for Who Is She, who has now left YouTube. So this is just something I'm saying for the purposes of historical accuracy. She was in my DMs, Peanut was, saying,
dude, a weird hate boner. Listen, I don't have a hate boner for anybody. I don't hate anybody. I called out her fucking behavior. And I warned you, DC, that she was a liar. Oh, I totally forgot that that's actually why me and DC stopped being cool, is because isn't that crazy? I simply warned DC Media Girl, like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but Who Is She is a known and proven liar and a really cruel individual. This person did some really cruel shit to this channel, Cupcake something or other. Like, I'm talking some really cruel shit. And she also lied about herself being skinny while hypocritically calling out fat women. Like, she was just that whole embarrassing thing with the emails that she wrote to the owner of Kiwi Farms. And then he did a video where he read that back and forth. Oh man, that was amazing. This person is a fucking problem. But no, I don't hate them. I was simply warning DC, like, hey, this is a liar. Protect yourself. Be aware of that.
watch out for her. And it turned out she was right. Who Was She was a piece of shit. But at the time,
Thank you for admitting that, DC. I respect that you're willing to admit that now. I usually am right. And it's because I tell the truth. When you tell the truth, you're always going to end up being fucking.
I didn't see her being a danger or harmful. And Peanut's main point of contention was that Who Was She was using an illustrated avatar of a skinny woman
Yo, can you guys hear me now? Yo, there's something so strange happening right now. Hold on. Yo, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm so sorry. I don't know when it cut me off, but cuz I said a lot of things. Shit, that's so annoying. Anyway, I'm going to rewind a little bit just to see if I can remember what I said. And yo, why does it look like it stops? It looks like it stops allowing you guys to hear me when I share this in screen again. Can you guys hear me? Like right now? Yo, you guys have to tell me if you can hear me right now before I continue. You can hear me, right? Okay, you can. I checked myself. All right, here we go. My bad. I'm going to rewind a little bit so we can try and catch up what my mic made us miss.
And Peanut was saying for who is she, who has now left YouTube. So this is just something I'm saying for the purposes of historical accuracy. She was in my DMs, Peanut was, saying, watch out for her. And it turned out she was right. Who was she was a piece of shit. But at the time, I didn't see her being a danger or harmful. And Peanut's main point of contention was that who is she was using an illustrated avatar of a skinny woman. And Peanut was like, don't you care that she's actually fat?
No, absolutely not. Using a skinny avatar, no, not at all. In fact, the main issue I had was what she did to that Cupcake woman. And then after I saw what she did to Cupcake, I heard a clip of her. Oh my, it was so embarrassing. Of her being like, and I'm skinny and blah, blah, blah. And then I was sent screenshots from somebody who was helping her lose weight. And like she was outright fucking lying about who she was, about her weight, and then grossly criticizing others. Like she was a problem. And again, like so much. No, it was not because she was using a skinny avatar. It was so much more than that.
And I said, no, actually, I don't care. And again, it was one of those things. She wanted to weaponize me as she has weaponized so many other people to fight her battles for her because I had a larger channel, I had a bigger audience, and I wouldn't get dragged into her nonsense. I didn't care about it. All right, fast forward. Peanut decides that she really doesn't like me.
Shit! Where did it cut me off again, guys? I'm so sorry. I was saying that no, I did not need her. I didn't need her voice. At my small size, I was making huge waves simply by telling the truth. I was simply warning her for her own safety that she was like, maybe don't trust a known several times proven liar. It was for her. Like, this is crazy town shit.
Okay. And she was on YouTube, making a fool out of herself, bragging about how, she was undoxable and nobody would ever find her and blah, blah, blah. Well, you never say that. That is like waving a red flag in front of a bull. Kiwi Farms ends up doxing her. I had nothing to fucking do with it. Okay.
Who said you did? Who said you did?
Somebody on Kiwi Farms doxed her, and they included in that dox some of her relatives. And Peanut subsequently was trying to accuse me, or I think she had done this before. I don't remember the timeline, but she was trying to accuse me of faking my professional background. I had shown lanyards on stream showing, where I had worked. And
oh my God, guys, the fucking lanyards again. Do you know how crazy it is that she still harps on this lanyard shit? Like it was such a big fucking thing when these motherfuckers have doxed people. These motherfuckers have lied about revenge porn, done revenge porn. Like, I can't even believe she has the fucking audacity to still talk about the lanyards that I was saying in jest, and like she's still so upset about the lanyards, and that as a result of the docs, it was found out that, my words probably had some fucking credence, because I did have a family member who was actually a very successful producer, and that I probably did have access to said lanyards. Like,
or I had talked about it. And for God's sake, my work history is public record. You can Google my name and up will pop all these different places where I've worked. So anyway, she was making the claim that getting a producer credential at a network was no big deal. And she told a story about how she had a relative who worked in television and how when Peanut went to visit her, she was given a producer credential at the network. Now, I smelled a rat. All right. I knew the story was a lie.
she smelled a rat. So she fucking contacted somebody that also worked at my family member's fucking company and did some weird fucking creepy nefarious shit, because this lanyard debacle was that fucking serious to her. A fucking comment made kind of in jest. It was so serious. Like, me, oh my.
And so, like any good reporter, I decided that I was going to reach out to a former colleague of mine who had worked at the same network in a very high level position. Now, I DM'd him, and when I DM'd him, he hadn't worked at that network for many years. He was in a completely different profession and still is. He never went back to television.
Dude, what you did was not only fucking creepy and weird and inappropriate, but it also, like, the questions that she asked, is it possible that somebody could be given said lanyards under these circumstances? Like, how the fuck would this, just because they work at the same company, does this person hold the same position as my family member? Like, it was so ridiculous. It did not prove her point. It was very telling, the big deal that she made of it. It's very telling, the big deal that she continues to make of it. Like, me, oh my. And I've got to say that it tickles my asshole to an ungodly degree that this is what she chooses to lead with under the circumstances. Like, is this your biggest fucking gripe? Is that, oh, what a bitch. She tried to warn me that I was supporting a liar. What a fucking bitch. And oh, she made a joke about lanyards. So crazy.
And I asked him a series of questions that were procedural. They were about company policy involving giving out credentials to people who were visiting the network. I too have brought relatives, friends, guests in for interviews, and I know for a fact.
Bro, you were talking to a pissant. Okay, like you can't, they don't have the same experiences. Some pissant who, gets coffee and cleans the bathroom is not going to have the same access as the badass boss bitch who runs the whole goddamn show. 4-time Emmy Award winning producer, might I add. Like, I'm sorry, but no question that you were going to ask this low level pissant was going to have the same access as the person that I knew did. So it was an irrelevant question anyway.
Fact that I have never worked at a single network, a single media organization where you hand a person who is not employed at the network that level of credential. A producer credential allows you to get into parts of a building that are not accessible to the public unless they are escorted. but they're not allowed. But producers are allowed to wander around backstage. Producers are allowed in the control room. They're allowed in the operations room, in the sound booth. They're allowed into areas that visitors are not allowed to visit on their own. They have to be accompanied. But no network, no media organization hands out a producer credential to someone who is not an actual producer at the network. That is a motherfucking lie. I wrote to my
Who said it was a producer credential anyway? I said it was lanyards. I said that I had similar looking lanyards and that lanyards alone meant nothing. And I was joking too, like kind of, but not really. But it was said in jest. It was never that fucking serious. It sure was serious to you, though.
friend, and I
Even 5 years fucking later, it's still so serious to her.
asked him a series of general questions about the network's policy in terms of handing out credentials. I still have that entire DM exchange. I shared part of it on Twitter, and I left out the part of the exchange that had a lot of shop talk that would have revealed where Peanut's relative works. Even though at that time she had been doxxed, I gave her the courtesy of not showing what my friend said about different events and credentials and mic flags and things like that. I just put up the portion where he said that he was going to ask around the network and see what the policy was in terms of credentialing. He came back. He told me that he had asked some friends who still worked there or had worked there or whatever, and they all said that there has never been an instance that they're aware of a visitor coming in and being given a producer credential. This is a matter of record. It's a matter of record. Peanut turned that story into a wild lie that was spread by her associates, by her audience, turned me into a villain, claimed that I had reached out to.
Bro, I don't think anybody ever repeated the fucking lanyard story. You know what people did repeat? How fucked up and creepy and fucking inappropriate it was. How you reached out to somebody who worked at the same company as my family member and got the information as a result of my family's docs. That's what people criticized you for. Because it's fucking creepy and it's inappropriate. Like, oh my God.
To the network, which I never did, claimed that I had doxed her, which I never did, claimed that I had reached out, I guess, to people who worked at the network.
And yes, you did dox me and my sister several times in live streams, used my sister's government name. She used it verbally with her mouth, put it in titles and descriptions. That's a dox, bitch. Like, yeah, she has doxed me several times. She's doxed me. She's doxed my sister several times over.
Network, which I never did. Okay. I never once.
You know what else is funny too? She's saying that she had all this courtesy for me, but she shared the link in her chat of the Kiwi Farms page and post, or she told people exactly where to go to find it. I'm sorry, but that's not courtesy for shit. That's not, because like you may as well have just fucking shared it yourself. If you're gonna share the link and verbally tell people where to go fucking find it, you may as well just share it yourself. So all of this ridiculous talk of, oh, I had all this courtesy, blah, blah, like blow it out your ass. You're being dishonest.
I never once mentioned the name of the relative, the position, the gender, the age, anything. It was a general series of questions about credentialing practices. Peanut used this victim story that she made up out of whole cloth to approach Negs and weaponize him against me. She turned herself into a fake.
What? What is she saying now?
Victim, convinced Negs that I was a piece of shit, that I was an evil person who was, I don't know, stalking her.
That's crazy, and that's super dishonest as well. I am anything but a fucking victim. I don't even care about any of this. And it's crazy how she's saying that I played the victim while she is actively trying to play the victim, where she did nefarious fucking deeds. Like, are you kidding? Are you crazy?
Her, or you know, victimizing her or something. And it wasn't until you know
what else I've got to point out? Like, you remember, guys, everyone who was in my live stream yesterday? Isn't it fucking interesting that all of the things that I said about her, how she didn't take accountability, how she showed that she obviously has no desire to change, how she enables and lies for negs, silences her fucking supporters, or else they can't chat. You get blocked. It's very interesting that she's choosing to bring up this fucking lanyard shit again. Like this is what it is. So telling, man.
Early 2022, after Negs and I had buried the hatchet and become friends, that I shared with him the entire DM exchange that I had with that former colleague of mine. Negs was absolutely astonished at the scope and the depth of the lie that Peanut had told him. And what was even worse was
I didn't tell him shit. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I never shared, I never DM'd Negs on the private. What he would do is he would watch my content and then regurgitate it in different words. Fuck, I didn't tell him a motherfucking thing. Like, yikes.
that Peanut continued to claim, or Peanut had claimed all along, that she and Negs were friends, that she always had his back, that she was always looking out for him. And meanwhile, she weaponized Negs just like she tried to weaponize me, just like she's weaponized other creators.
Oh, weaponized shit.
To try and go after me because I had made the terrible faux pas of not getting involved in her little beef with Who Is She many years prior. Peanut has dined out on this lie for years, for years. And I, for one, am sick of her using that incident, lying about it to try to demonize me and tell a story outlining facts that never fucking occurred. Never occurred. Now, again, that tweet that I sent with the redacted
I promise you, I'm trying to keep on top of it, guys. My bad.
Exchange that I had with my former colleague has been on my Twitter since 2020. Anyone who cares can go around October or so of 2020, and you will find it. It is there. I still have the same Twitter account. I don't have a new Twitter account. That tweet is still up. And Peanut, you, madam, are a fucking liar. The only mistake that Negs made was that he took you at your word because he thought that you were a friend. And he was side-eyeing.
I didn't tell him shit, bitch. What do you mean? I didn't fucking go to him and tell him blah, blah, blah. No. He would watch my content, and then whoever he was deciding to call out, he would just rip things from past live streams of mine and reword them. Like, bro, what do you mean? I think the most DMs that Negs and I ever had was when he lost his channel, of me being like, hey, are you all right? I think I texted him maybe 3 fucking sentences privately. Ever. I didn't go to him with shit.
Me at the time. But you, Peanut, are partially responsible for Negs and I carrying on a pointless, ridiculous argument that lasted far longer than it should have. Because you
yes, it's my fault. It's totally my fault. All of this began as a result of the lanyards, because it was so serious. That's how the beef between you and Negs began. That's why he allegedly doxed your apartment number. That's why he reached out to your friend. Yep, it was all my fucking fault, and it was all as a result. The catalyst was this fucking lanyard ordeal.
Lied to him. You lied to him. Just like you lied on your channel.
Again, like, I don't know if maybe he's telling her this and lying now, but I didn't tell him a motherfucking thing. I didn't talk to your man privately. Ever. Him and I were friends only in the public sense. Never fucking kikied with him privately. Never told him nothing. Sorry. I'm sorry that he lies to you and that you have no choice but to believe it, because otherwise he will throw you away and start DMing with fucking lava lamp to complain about your dog piss, and, instead of coming to you personally. Like, stop taking your fucked relationship out in my direction. Like, this is crazy that she's trying to blame me for his misdeeds of the past. This is too much. This is way too much.
all the fucking time. And
Mhm.
I too am sick of your fucking lies. And Anna, by the way, all these people that you met, not all of them, not Vidal and not Hater Tater, but the people that you mentioned were once friends with the bodega. They
I know.
defended them.
I know.
You know,
It's fucking maddening.
Right. And are
More
they
friends
out
with
there?
them than I ever was.
When was
Ever.
the last time? Peanut now justifies all that by saying that, well, when we were friends with Tragic, he was a different person.
And when I
blah,
was
blah,
friends
blah.
He was a different person. And I was never really friends with him anyway. He was somebody who supported me and would come into my chats. I wouldn't really call that friends. Again, there are very few people that I DM with and that I would call a friend in this internet space, and Tragic was not one of them. He supported me, so I was trying to be nice, and I would say, yeah, we're friendly, we're friends. But by the definition of that word, no, we actually weren't. And it's a huge difference. I was kind and friendly with Tragic before he started lashing out and fucking doxing people and doing illegal defamatory fucking shit. However, you and Negs absolutely fucking befriended him again to weaponize those exact behaviors. Like, you became friends with him because he did those things. When I was friendly with Tragic, no, he was absolutely not engaging in those behaviors, because if he was, I would not have been friendly with him, because I have fucking morals. I have ethics that I fucking stand by, unlike yourself.
with AK, she was a different person.
And when I was friends with Negs, he was a different person. No.
And yes, like, this is the truth. AK was a very different person. And again, she supported me. She supported me. She was extremely, like, it boggles my mind the difference in who she's become to who she was when we were all friendly with her, when she was in the group chat, when she was a mod for me. She was somebody that I trusted, like, a lot. Like, I really trusted her. So it's crazy. It's crazy town. There's a huge difference in being friendly with somebody before they've exhibited these behaviors, because you were friendly with these people because they exhibited these behaviors. You befriended them again to hope to weaponize them and these behaviors against others.
AK and Tragic have always been pieces of shit.
And they always will be. They're chameleons. They are manipulative chameleons. They are whoever they need to be to whoever they are talking to.
Right. Right. And
Strawberry Douche says Tragic has never been a different person. Tragic is a dangerous psychopath, and you, Madame, are an idiot. Maybe so be it. That may be the case. Like I said, I was never really close with him or friends with him on a personal basis in DMs or behind the scenes. I was friendly with him because he would appear in my chat and he would support me. I judged by what I could see. I can't be everywhere at all times. I judged by what I saw, and that's all I could do. I made a mistake. Like, oh, I make a mistake because I was too kind to somebody. I'm not, like, I'd rather make that mistake than purposely seeking somebody out for their nefarious behaviors in hopes to weaponize them against my online fucking enemies. Like, yikes. It speaks to my inability to assess character. I mean, how can I really, this is something that I say to everybody on the internet. Me, you, Strawberry Kiwi, all of us. None of us can accurately assess anybody's character, because what we know, what we see, is a very small, curated version of this person. I don't assume to be able to judge anybody's character, like, accurately based on internet anything. The best I can do to judge character is based on how they treat others, based on how they behave. That's all you can do. That's all I can do. Like, what do you mean?
And, even Gigi called her out on this. Gigi was on panel with her and said, no, they've
Yeah, I
always been
saw
pieces
that.
of shit,
Yeah.
always. And she's like, no, you don't understand. When they were in our community, when we were friends, Tragic was really trying to be better. She said the same thing about Next, trying to be better. No, you weaponize people. Tragic was always a piece of shit. He will say,
I weaponize people? That's so rich coming from her. They legitimately, they befriended because there was a fallout between Negs and Tragic, and then obviously AK by association as a result of that. DC and Negs literally, they decided to become cool with them again simply in hopes to weaponize their fucked behavior against their online adversaries, because all of a sudden they had the same enemies. So again, another fucking case of enemy of my enemy is my new best friend.
and do whatever it takes to get you on his side. He is a liar and a manipulator. He goes from community to community, trying to snag up people's audiences, trying to make money off of the women in those audiences. And no, he wasn't different when he was with you. He was just play acting. He was taking on a different persona in order to get on the good side of yet another audience.
Yep.
So that's who he is. And Peanut, you take no accountability for the lies that you have told. You take no accountability for the
What lies have I told? What lies have I told exactly?
responsibility that you have.
Do you know how crazy it is that DC is sitting here saying I take no accountability for my lies when my whole criticism, the reason why she's making this ridiculous response in the first place is because of my live stream where I said that she has taken no accountability for her behavior. Not only has she not taken accountability or admitted her behavior from the past, but she also will actively silence anybody who dares to bring it up in chat, anybody who dares to try and hold her accountable. And to me, that shows that she has no fucking desire to change. That's a problem. That is a serious fucking problem. That is the problem.
For smearing people,
Yep.
going after people, setting your audience after people.
I lied
That
about
bitch
getting a producer
stated her full
lanyard.
government name on her own channel. And then a couple of days later, I stated her government name, and Peanut pinned a comment in her comment section telling people to come and report my channel for invading her privacy. She stated her name on her channel.
Never in my life have I ever asked anybody to report anything ever. And I'm glad she just admitted that she absolutely did dox me and my sister and my family. I'm glad she admitted that. But no, never did I ever ask anybody to report it. And why wouldn't I just report it myself? If I wanted that taken down, I could have just done a privacy claim. And I didn't even do that. Fucking crazy.
And she wanted people to take my channel down for privacy invasion. Peanut, you are one of the biggest liars I have ever run across.
And the
in my
queen
life.
fucking hypocrite of this community. There's nobody more hypocritical than that bitch.
Oh my God. Strawberry Kiwi says, laughing my ass off. You lied right to my face the last time I was here. Then you silenced me so I couldn't defend myself. Actually, it's crazy that you're lying to me while accusing me of being a liar. Actually, it was Russ who fucking timed you out or something, and I yelled at him for doing so. I was extremely angry at him for doing so, and I told him to stop. And what did I lie to your face about the last time you were here? Do you mean when you were here in chat trying to defend DCmediagirl, saying that I was wrong, that she did not mean gaining ground, when later gaining ground came on stream and admitted that indeed she absolutely was talking about gaining ground? Is that what you mean? When did I lie? Where did I lie, strawberry douche? Huh? Yes, it absolutely was Russ, who I don't even know if he blocked you. I think he timed you out. Like, you're so dishonest. And for why? What did I lie about? What did I lie to your face about? You were wrong. You were absolutely wrong. DC absolutely was talking about gaining ground as he came on and said, "That's not why I was there, you fucking liar." What do you mean? You were there to say that I was wrong about my assumptions about DCmediagirl. What were you there for? And you really need to learn the difference between a lie and a difference of opinion. If you and I have a difference of opinion, that's not me being a liar. That's me having an opinion that you disagree with. Like, yikes. I came in to talk about revenge porn. What? What revenge porn were you talking about? Whose revenge porn? Whose revenge porn were you talking about? Dude, Tank Girl, it was Russ. Like, that live stream is still live to this day. You can go and watch it yourself. It was Russ, and I yelled at him to fucking high hell because he did it. Whose revenge porn? What revenge porn are you talking about? About Sylvana's? The pics of who? What do you mean the pics? Who's that? Saying I was there to defend DC was a lie. Bro, the conversations that you and I had back and forth was you defending DCmediagirl. That's what it was. That's what the fuck it was. Like, I'm sorry. That's the conversation you and I had. And I don't even know what revenge porn you're talking about. Like, at all. I don't know who Alia is at all. Are you talking about that other woman that Negs allegedly shared pictures of? Is that who you're talking about? I don't know her fucking name. I don't know anything about that. Why would you come in here to talk to me about that? Well, your old friend Tragic made revenge porn of the kid they failed dox me as. What the fuck does that have to do with me, though? What the fuck does that have to do with me or the conversation that I was having about DC in the first place? What are you talking about? Like, bro, listen here. Strawberry Kiwi, when I'm done reacting to this DCmediagirl stream, we're going to watch together the live stream that you're talking about right now. So stick around if you've got time, because after I'm done reacting to this, we're going to actually watch that live stream. We're going to look at the comments that you left. We're going to look at the conversation that we had, because you are being so fucking dishonest. You're being so dishonest. We'll do it together. Stick around.
Exactly.
And the morality is just exhausting. Like, you have no moral leg to stand on. And I'm going to say this with my full chest. Peanut, where's the picture of the microphone that you had your audience pay for? Yeah. Now you're trying to get a gaming chair because your chair broke. Where's the receipts for the payments of the Starlink?
Who said I'm trying to get a gaming chair? Every time, like, do you also think that my audience gives me donations for my boat? Like, these are fictitious jokes that Sama posts. Yes, my chair broke before a live stream, but the very next stream, my chair was fixed. No, I'm not trying to buy a fucking gaming chair. Like, what?
Where is your premium StreamYards that you had your audience pay for? You want to talk about accountability when you are not showing receipts, pictures, or any kind of proof that you have used the funds for what you've...
Have you donated? Did you help to pay? Did you help to contribute for my internet or anything? You don't get to ask that of me. And also, the proof is in the pudding. I am not a fucking known, several times proven fucking liar. And I don't answer to you. And I'm never going to answer to you. Sorry.
Claimed the funds are for.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to say. I don't even think I need to say it.
Yep.
I think.
Oh, see, this is crazy too, especially with DC being like, yup,
know what I'm getting at. And you know what? I don't have any lore like that. Hold on, my chihuahua is barking. Can you stop? No one's here. You're old. Sorry, he's senile. He's a little senile. He's hearing things. But it's just ridiculous. Like yesterday, she shot her shot and she missed, right? Like she tried to, how do I say this diplomatically without causing more shit? Because I don't think myself or Claire want to cause any more waves in the community. We're exhausted. Nope. We're sick of shit. We're trying really hard to be civil.
Yo, I don't know why it's doing that. It's muting me and it's not even showing me that I'm muted. Where did I leave you guys off? No, I think it was muted as well, Nikol. But what's very strange is that it's not showing me that I'm muted. Like on my little tab and even on the button that I press, it says that I don't know what's actually muting it. That's so strange. It seems to happen and it seems to fix when I unshare what I'm sharing, like the video. That's why I keep taking it away like this. That's how I can tell the difference. It's so weird. Anyway, what was I saying? Let me go back a little bit so I can remember where I was at. I don't remember where it cut me off exactly.
And to be you're old. Or any kind of proof that you have used the funds for what you've claimed the funds are for.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to say. I don't even think I need to say it.
Yep.
I think people know what I'm getting at. And you know what? I don't have any lore like that. Hold on, my chihuahua is barking. Can you stop? No one's here. You're old. Sorry, he's senile. He's a little senile. He's hearing things. But it's just ridiculous. Like yesterday, she shot her shot and she missed, right? Like she tried to, how do I say this diplomatically without causing more shit? Because I don't think myself or Claire want to cause any more waves in the community. We're exhausted. Nope. We're sick of shit.
Yeah, I mean, hold on a second. Let me just adjust chat for a minute. Even though, like, I'm trying to do something here. Strawberry Kiwi says, where does she say this? Strawberry Kiwi says, I wanted to know why she and others weren't at all bothered about the revenge porn which was going around of that girl. Strawberry Kiwi, it's because I didn't know. I don't frequent the fucking farms. And honestly, I have had Tragic and AK blocked since even while her and I were still cool with each other because of how fucking annoying they were. So no, I don't keep up to date with what they're doing. If you've noticed, I don't even do live streams about them, reacting to them, responding to their fuckery. I don't pay attention to anything that they do. It's crazy and it's unfair that you come in here like being like, oh, you need to answer for this. Why haven't you spoken about this? Because I didn't fucking know. And it was very strange. Like, what the fuck did that have to do with what I was talking about in that live stream anyway? What does what you're saying now have anything to do with the live stream that I'm doing right now also? Like, what the fuck are you doing? If you have a problem with Tragic revenge porning this person, why don't you make a fucking stream about it? Like, what are you doing? It's crazy, it's weird, and it's fucking unfair. Like, yikes. Strawberry Kiwi says, okay, but why did you accuse me of coming in to defend DC when I came in to talk about revenge porn? Because I did not know you were coming in to talk about revenge porn. And the conversation that you and I had was about DC. It was about you saying to me, oh, how could you assume based on nothing that DCmediagirl was talking about? That is the conversation that you and I had. That's why. What do you mean? Like, obviously. Obviously, that's why. Like, yikes. Fair? Wait, what does this mean? Daimaru says, I'm not saying it was fair necessarily. Just, I don't think P was trying to lie on you. I think it was a vibe she got from the farms, whether correct or not. Wait, what are you talking about with that, Daimaru? What do you mean with that? I don't even know what you're talking about. Dude, how? Bro. Strawberry Kiwi says, calling you out on your bullshit is unfair. No, dude. I'm telling you, it's unfair to come in here and ask me why I haven't spoken about something that you care a whole lot about that I'm unaware of. That's what's unfair. And it's fucking weird, man. Who am I? Why do I have to speak on what you care about? And why do you expect me to know? That is fucking strange behavior, dude. That is fucking strange. If you care about something, go and post about it where you post stuff. Go make a stream about it if you're so inclined. To come in here, and Donna Morte did the same thing. Oh, you're saying this, but you've said nothing about what Fedora said about negs? Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? And why do you expect that I should know these things in the first place? Like, yikes. Mukbang Anonymous said, in that stream, it seemed to me that P missed a lot in chat that wasn't on topic because yeah, dude. I mean, that goes without saying. I'm doing a live stream. I'm talking about a topic that I'm talking about. No, I'm not catching every fucking chat, every comment that somebody makes in chat. I'm sorry, but it's just not possible. I'm talking about a subject. And if I happen to catch in an off moment where I can address the chat and I address something you've said, that's what it is. Like, what the fuck do you expect from me? You expect some inhuman fucking weird levels of attention, and why? What you expect of me is very strange. Sama says, I don't recall Strawberry mentioning DC in that stream before P mentioned her. Nah, you're wrong, Sama. She started saying to me how what I was doing was malicious in assuming that DC was talking about Gaining Ground or Belinda. You're wrong. You're remembering wrong. That is the only conversation me and Strawberry had, was of her telling me that it was unfair, the assumptions that I was making about DC and what I perceived as her manipulative behavior in ambiguously calling either DC, Belinda, or both fucking new alliances and friends. That's what happened. We'll watch it together. We'll watch it. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Lil Boot says, why does that past day relate to today's stream? It's late. I'm lost. Dude, I don't know either. But I'm entertaining it because it sure seems to mean a whole lot to Strawberry Kiwi. So I'm taking a break from the topic at hand to indulge her. Since she's real fucking upset about it. Oy vey. G says, are we talking about the stream where DC said people kept a secret and made it seem it? Yes, that's the one. That's the one we're talking about. And we're talking about the stream, the last stream where I covered this topic. And I said that I believed that DC was saying what she was saying, how she was saying it with manipulative intent. And that based on how she was saying and what she was saying, that I automatically knew that she meant either Gaining Ground or Belinda or both. And I believed that she was doing it to try and make the audience believe that they were closer than they were. That's the last stream. That's the stream that we're talking about here. I just don't even, what I don't understand is the relevance to the topic at hand. Like, what is the relevance to, and why is it that serious anyway? Like, we just talked it out. You said you came in here to talk about revenge porn. I didn't know who you meant or what you were talking about. You and I had an active conversation about DC and her intentions and your feelings about it and mine, and we disagreed. Like, why can't it just be that? That's what it is. Why does it have to be such a big fucking deal? It's not a big deal. Oh my God. Strawberry Kiwi says she's intellectually dishonest and morally defective. That's so crazy, Strawberry Kiwi. You're just really, really emotional about this other girl's revenge porn. And I don't know why. You're really emotional about the topic that you want to talk about. You think that what you want to talk about should take precedent in my live stream, that I should care somehow more than what I'm talking about here. Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Like, it's super weird. Because you are a liar. Like, bro, you're so fucking emotional. Do you know what I think you're doing right now? And listen here, Strawberry Kiwi, this is my opinion. So if you disagree, don't call me a liar. Do you know what I think you're doing right now? I think you came in here to try and stop me responding to DC because you know she looks like a fucking fool with everything that she said in her live stream. That's what I think. How am I a liar? Strawberry Kiwi says, my topic is you're a liar. How? And in what way? Little Boot says, it's hard for them to just watch anymore. They want to steer. Yeah. I mean, dude. It's so hard. There are some times that I wish people wouldn't tell me things because it's hard for me to not say it publicly because I want to really bad. But I really wish people wouldn't tell me things behind the scenes. It gets so hard. It gets so hard. Let's continue on with the topic at hand, hey?
Is
Jealous? I didn't.
Vindictive.
My bad, guys. I didn't share this and I played it before I shared it. Hold on. Let me rewind a little bit. All right, here we go.
And you know what? I don't have any lore like that. Hold on, my chihuahua is barking. Can you stop? No one's here. You're old. Sorry, he's senile. He's a little senile. He's hearing things. But it's just ridiculous. Like yesterday, she shot her shot and she missed, right? Like she tried to how
did I shoot my shot? Like, does this bitch even know what that means? I shot my shot and I missed? Like, oy vey.
say this diplomatically without causing more shit? Because I don't think myself or Claire want to cause any more waves in the community. We're exhausted.
Nope.
We're sick of shit. We're trying really hard to be civil and to be welcoming and to just move on, for not even just our own sake.
Civil and welcoming to who? Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
But for the sake of our audiences, for the sake of everybody, other creators, like, it's just enough is enough. But last night, what Peanut did was wrong. She is a jealous, vindictive.
What I did was wrong in simply stating the facts and telling the audience that they should be allowed to tell the truth, to be wary of any situation where you're not allowed to tell the truth, and that somebody who is not taking accountability really does not have any desire to change their behavior, has no desire, obviously, to become a better person. Like, what do you mean? What does she mean?
She's just a jealous, vindictive bitch. Like, there was no reason for her to try to turn her audience against me last night. What she's upset about is that she's seeing.
Oh my God. Look at how fucking self-important this bitch is to try and turn my audience against you. Like, yo, I don't know if you've been listening, Anna, but a lot of people around me already fucking hated you. A lot of my mods in chat, a lot of the people I'm close to did not fucking like you. I still chose to give you a chance, regardless of that. Turn my audience against you? Like, Anna, I'm sorry to tell you, but you did that yourself. You did that yourself. You turned people against you because of your fucking behavior. Like, oh my God.
Names in our chats that are in hers, and she doesn't like it. You know what I mean? Peanut is upset that everybody else is being forgiven, but Peanut's still on the outside. Everybody still doesn't like Peanut, and will continue to fucking hate you, Peanut. Nobody is ever over on this side is ever gonna.
Bro, I wear it as a badge of honor to be disliked by people such as you. And yes, in a space of dishonest, hypocritical, nefarious fucking miscreants, yeah, somebody who tells the truth is always going to be perceived as an enemy. Again, I wear that shit as a badge of honor, man.
I fucking ever fuck with you.
Never.
Ever. We don't mention your fucking name. Well, I don't bring up Peanut. I have tried really hard to just not even bring this whole situation to the public's, like, you know, I've purposely stayed quiet about my side of the story. This whole fucking time I've ignored these people. But enough is enough. And like, you tried to really fucking hurt my channel last night. You tried to really
I tried to really hurt her channel by mentioning in passing in a 2-hour fucking live stream. I talked about her for less than a minute, less than 30 seconds in passing. That was me trying to ruin her channel. Oh my God. The fucking narcissism of this bitch.
Really hurt Clara last night. You tried to friggin' weaponize your audience against individuals that.
Bro, weaponize my audience? I was speaking to the truth, which is what I'm always gonna do. That's it. That's all. That's fucking all.
Don't even give a shit about you.
Right.
If you don't like somebody's content.
Well, Anna, this really tells me that you don't give a shit about me. You crying, getting fucking emotional about my opinion. Like, if you didn't care, then you would be indifferent. You wouldn't be doing this fucking emotional, fictitious, ridiculous fucking live stream. Like, please.
Don't fucking watch it. And if you want to give criticism, in my opinion, it is a sign of a good commentator to be able to switch it up when you're, what is the word for it? Like, what is Russ right now? He's like my cow, whatever. When your cow is deciding to, and I'm only saying that for lack of a better word.
Watch out, Sama. Watch out, Sama. I think we need to stop promoting, donations for my boat. I may be asked by fucking miscreants to show proof, to show receipts of my boat purchases. We gotta be careful, girlfriend.
But they decide to change for the better, and they decide to move on with their lives, and they're actually actively doing better. You should be able to change your commentary and your outlook. Your personal opinion shouldn't be a part of anything. Your personal opinion as a commentator should be non-existent when you're live and you're commentating. You should be commentating with facts. Now, Peanut tries to present herself as somebody who's the pinnacle of truth and da-da-da-da. But the problem with Peanut is that she doesn't pay enough attention. She doesn't do her due diligence. She doesn't do any research. She just reads a tweet, makes a bunch of assumptions, goes live.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I react to shit. I react to shit live time. I'm not a fucking journalist. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I react. I am a reaction channel. And it's all my personal opinion. I don't pretend to be some fucking journalist. Like, that's ridiculous.
And spews venom.
Right.
That's not a reaction channel. You're just a fucking
venom? Like, bro, I've never spewed venom in your direction, not even in DC's direction. It's a real problem when these people perceive truth about their own actions, their own misdeeds as venom. That says way more about you than it does about me or my intentions.
hate channel. That's
Right.
all you are, Peanut.
Yep.
All you do is hate on people. All you do is trash people's reputation. But then heaven forbid anybody brings up the fact that you nod out on stream.
Mhm.
And I don't give a fuck. It's not a medical thing. Shut the fuck up. My husband was an addict, okay? I've been around people actively nodding off in front of me.
So
I know
have I.
exactly what it fucking looks like and sounds like.
Yeah, DC, we know you've been around people nodding off. Your man does it all the time. It's so crazy. This is so fucking ironic coming from these people.
You dumb
Yep.
fucking bitch. And to try to fucking say it's a medical emergency or it's this or that, it's just a fucking pathetic cope. And if somebody brings it up, then all of a sudden, people are defaming me. People are slandering me. I'm going to get my law for I'm going to call my police daddy and you're going to fucking find out. No, Peanut, shut the fuck up. If you want to sit on your fucking platform and say whatever you fucking think or feel, don't expect people to not hand it right fucking back to you.
Yep.
And if you bring
Hand whatever back to me, but do it honestly. Do it fucking honestly. I am super fucking open. I thrive in conflict. I thrive in a back and forth, but it should be honest. It's a waste of both of our fucking times if you're just gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and debate, although that's what I've been doing this whole time. Like, everything that this bitch has been saying has been skewed in a dishonest fucking way to paint herself as someone who she isn't. Like, this is crazy town shit. And it has been absolutely creepy for her to paint her role in my life, in my channel, in my topic of discussion, the way that she has. Like, you are nothing and nobody. You're a blip. Like, oh my God. This is embarrassing, huh?
me up again, this is a fucking public warning for you. You will regret it. Because you know what I like to do, Peanut? I like to fucking dig. Dig. And your entire internet of like the farms documented all your shit. Do you know how many streams that I could just bring up and start playing and showing everybody just what you were like when you were bodega? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just what you were like when you were doing everything else. You know what people will
Girl, have at it. I have been morally consistent always. I don't dox people. I don't go real life. And if I have an opinion and I change my opinion, I say so. If I make a mistake, I say so. Like, have at it, bitch. Like, let's do it.
notice the difference between me and you is that I didn't pick up other people's pitchforks and start fighting for them, did I? I had my own personal feelings about the people that they spoke about, and I kept it to my own personal feelings. I didn't stick up for Tragic. I didn't stick up for fucking AK. I gave my opinion based on my personal experience with those people who dogpiled me endlessly, tried to slander me, defame me, ruin my channel, and completely fucking silence me and run me off the platform.
The fuck does that have to do with me? Go have that conversation with whoever treated you that way.
And guess what, bitch? I'm not that little scared bitch anymore. Now I will fucking say my truth. And other people will say their fucking truth. And you know what? I don't expect the audience to take my side or Claire's side or Peanut's side or whatever side. Go out and find the truth for yourself. Go look into it.
I agree with that. I agree with that because the truth will always win at the end of the day 100% of the time. It may be delayed, it may take some time, but at the end of the day, the truth always fucking wins. Always wins.
But go ask around. You know what I mean? And make your own fucking decisions. It doesn't matter to me. And I'm never ever giving this bitch any attention ever again.
Yeah,
ever
same.
Again.
But I think
what about your threats about how you were going to dig into all my content and blah, 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 whatever the fuck you said? What about that? I thought you were going to do that if I ever mentioned your name again or whatever the fuck she said. And hold on. I think somebody just donated. I want to make sure to read it. Aw. Thank you so much to the person who just donated. Do you want me to say your name? Yes. Flappy, thank you so much for your donation and your support. And Flappy says, just to piss them off, the Void really is looking back hard at some of these people. Absolutely, Flappy. Thank you so much for your generosity and your support and your excellent comment. I couldn't agree more. It's so fucking unfortunate. But it's like, here we are. Here we all are. At least we're together, you know? At least we're together. At least we've found each other, right?
your idea is a good one. I think that people should start asking her to show the receipts for
Yeah.
the internet, for the microphone, to show the microphone, to show
Yeah, if you're
all of
going
these
to
things.
ask for money for these things, you should be showing them when you have them. That's what you do, Peanut, when you ask people for money for things.
Yep.
You know, you've said that to many
You
others.
know when I will show you anything? When you donate for something, that's when I will send you a personal picture of whatever you're asking. Other than that, like, you know what I want? You receive donations too, right? I want to see an itemized fucking list of what you spend those donations on. Like, blow it out your fucking ass. How about that?
Other people, right? You've sat on here and talked about GoFundMe's and other people's things. And that's what makes her a hypocrite, because she expects things of other people that she does not do herself.
What do I expect of other people that I don't do myself? I have streamed for years, and money, obviously, to anybody who is looking on, money is obviously not my motivation, but my very generous and supportive audience, they had asked me many times, hey, share your links. We're willing to support the channel to make it better, be it the internet, your microphone, whatever. That's like, to pretend that I'm any kind of money grifter, you're just fucking dishonest. You're just fucking dishonest.
She doesn't hold herself to the same standard that she holds other people.
I absolutely, not only do I hold myself to the same standards, but I hold myself to a much higher standard than I hold other people to. And I self-reflect often. So please.
And it's wrong. It's fucking annoying and it's wrong. Like,
yeah, and the worst part of it is how galling it is for somebody who holds themselves up as, you know, a truth teller, and we have standards over here. No, you have no standards. You repeat claims with zero proof, zero evidence.
Yep.
And then when that doesn't work, you just make shit up out of whole cloth. And you encourage people to dogpile, to report channels. You may not say those.
When the fuck have I ever told anybody, or even insinuated, said any words that sound like, I actually say the exact opposite. I say these people, their lies, their words, it does it themselves. I want them to speak louder and more often. I am not about censorship. Even the people who have done me wrong, even the people who engage in this behavior that I'm against, I am not about censorship. I would never ask anybody to report anything. I showed my report history. The only thing I've ever reported in the entirety of the existence of this channel is some really disgusting Chinese channel that was about child abuse. I've never even reported anything myself. Like, this is so fucking ridiculous. Like, yikes. Flappy says, why should I care what you spend my donation on? Your life is yours. So what you spend it on is your responsibility. It is not my job to police that. It is my job to choose to donate or not. Thank you so much, Flappy. It means a lot because you are actually the person who just donated. So I really appreciate that. And you know, the goal of these people to think that they can ask anything of me when they've not donated themselves. And it's like, do you show an itemized fucking list of all of the people who have donated to you? It's just ridiculous. It's a way to try and crack the whip and try to make me fucking acquiesce to their bullshit. And it's not going to fucking happen. So, and I appreciate you, Flappy. Thank you for your generosity, your kindness, and your comment. I appreciate you.
Exact words because you don't want to lose this channel. You know that doing that is against terms of service. But you send out enough dog whistles to let people know what it is that you want and what it is that you expect them to do. So I'm sorry that you're so mad that we're back on YouTube. I'm sorry about that. But that's not my fucking problem. You're going to have to fucking cope. Evidently, there are enough people who are pleased that I'm back, excuse me, and are happy to subscribe, show up in chat, or watch my content on replay. And so you're just going to have to get the fuck over it. You know, you're going to have to get over it and
move
all
on
of
with
you
your
who are
life
mad.
for your own sanity.
Right.
You know, it's really not healthy.
Bro, get over what? Move on with what? Like, I'm sorry to say that I'm always going to be about the truth. Nothing is ever going to change that. I'm sorry if it, you know, puts a puts a kink in your fucking in your plans, but I'm going to call your shit out. Always. I'm going to be fair to you when you are mistreated and lied about. I will speak on your behalf like I have in the past. When you do fuck shit, when you don't take accountability, I'm going to speak on that as well. I speak reality and fucking facts, and that's what I'm always going to do.
Hold on to grudges of
I'm
people
sorry if that's fucking inconvenient to your plan.
on the internet. Peanut has never met any of us in real life.
Right.
She's never met any of the people that she reacts to in real life. She has had minimal interactions with the people that she covers, aside from Negs, who she was friends with for a time. And it's weird. And it's weird. And I'm going to say this, and I hope people in the audience don't take offense to this, because I feel like people over here are different than that. But the way that their audiences just take up their grudges for them. Like, that's weird too.
Yeah,
just because you like a creator doesn't mean that you have to hate everybody that they hate. It doesn't mean that you have to carry their grudge.
I agree. And I've never, like, it's so crazy. This is what's so annoying, and it makes it so that we can never actually have a productive conversation. I wish that they would actually address, especially like specifically DCmediagirl. I wish she would address what I actually said in my live stream. This has been her tactic for so long, is that she skews what I said so that she has some way to try and defend herself or her stance. If she would have addressed what I actually said, what my problem actually was, in that she has not taken accountability for many of the things that she's done, the defamatory, disgusting shit she said about the gaining ground, the fucking defense of the revenge porn for Silvana. Like, this is what I said. And there's definitely an obvious reason for why she refuses to address what I actually said. And here's another thing too. DCmediagirl, I would love to have a one-on-one conversation about whatever topic. You can talk about whatever topic you want. You can bring up whatever grievances you have with me. We can talk about it, and I will do the same. Let's have a conversation, DCmediagirl. Let's have an honest, real, productive conversation, just you and I. We can do it on my channel. We can do it on yours. We can do it simultaneous. Your choice. We can do it your choice. And I will even go this far as to, if you want, if you feel a way about the potentiality for my audience to come in your chat and tell you truths that you don't want to hear, we can do this stream on your channel, and I will not even tell them. Like, I won't even post beforehand for when it's coming. So it can seem like an impromptu stream where the audience that's watching is mostly your supporters. Are you willing to have that conversation? Are you willing to have an honest, productive conversation? One-on-one, you and I, DC Media Girl. No topic, no topic is off the table. Anything you want to say, anything you want to have me answer for, anything you feel I should be taking accountability for, let's do it. Are you down? Are you willing?
Grudge for them. That's what they want. That's them weaponizing you against other people. And I think that as more things come out, a lot more people are going to be angry when they come to grips with the reality that that's what has happened. They have been weaponized. Yaba and Sam have weaponized their audiences. The Bodega continues to weaponize their 5 people. Peanut weaponizes her audience. And I will give props to Gigi and Belinda for actually finally growing a pair of balls and not doing that anymore. And just
not doing that anymore. That is very interesting. Now, I don't feel like Belinda or Gaining Ground ever weaponized their audience against anybody ever. Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think Gaining Ground and Belinda did specifically? They spoke on their own channels when they were done really fucking dirty by these 2 individuals. Now, it is not called weaponizing your audience if the audience happens to feel a certain way about the disgusting things that have been done to the streamer that they're watching. They're all adult human beings with feelings of their own who act on their own fucking accord. That's not weaponizing an audience. That is sharing what you have done to them and the audience feeling a fucking way about it and maybe telling you how they feel. That's not weaponizing a fucking audience. See, this is what I mean. These people just eschew fucking reality. They eschew the fucking truth of their own actions and their own behavior.
Proper discourse in their chats. We don't all like I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. Like at the end
again, I resent the fact that even Anna felt the need to insert Belinda and Gaining Ground's name into the conversation. It's all done with manipulative intent, in my opinion. While both Belinda and Gaining Ground have chosen to forgive these people on a personal level for themselves, they do not consider DC Media Girl or Negs especially a fucking friend. Never ever. They do not consider them a friend, an alliance, nothing of that sort. This is just adults doing what adults do. That's it, and that's all. And I genuinely resent the way that DC and now Anna continue to try and use that to their benefit, because Belinda and Gaining Ground have a larger, more loyal audience than they could ever dream of. And they are really trying to co-opt that shit. It's so manipulative and disgusting. And if you think that Gaining Ground and Belinda don't see what's happening here, you really underestimate them as people.
At the end of the day, we all don't have to be friends, but we should be putting, how do I say this? Fuck, I'm like emotional, so give me 1 second. But like, it makes more sense from a creator perspective for people to at least be civil with other creators. Because when you expect your audience to hold your grudges and you basically redline other people's chats.
This is so dishonest. Nobody expects anybody to hold grudges, least of all me. I don't expect anybody to hold grudges. And if you've noticed, anything that they've done to me, I don't even care. I don't even mention it. I never paint myself as a victim of these people. It is always about the disgusting, disturbing things that they have done to my friends. I don't even care what they've done to me. I don't give a shit. I never have. This is about dangerous people that are trying to benefit, trying to weasel themselves into the audience of people that they've wronged in the past, trying to manipulate to try and gain something from it. While I don't know what, pretending like they're changing, they've changed, they've apologized when they've done nothing of the sort. Absolutely nothing of the sort. And I've got to reiterate, If they, DC, or anybody else thinks that Belinda and Gaining Ground are fucking idiots, think that they are buying this shit, they are not. And yes, they are not like me. We are different people. They choose to handle things in a very different way than I do, but they are not buying your bullshit, nor will they ever. I hope you know that. And I'm telling you, the more that you continue to insert their names into your fucking narrative and try to manipulate the audience into thinking that you're closer than you are, it is eventually going to blow up in your fucking face. So, really, I would tread lightly. I'm giving you good advice. You should really take it.
Ads and channels. You're actually stifling your own growth of your channel. It is more lucrative to be civil and to work, at least.
Do you see what she just said? Did you hear what she just said? She said that you are stifling your own growth of your channel. That is very telling into her intentions and what she's doing here. I agree with you. And that is the reason why you behave the way that you do. She's a social climber. She just admitted as much. That's not why I'm here. I don't give a fuck about channel growth. I don't give a fuck about YouTube views. I don't give a fuck about any of that. If I did, I would be doing things very, very differently. That is not what this is about for me, and it's never been what this is about for me. Like, I'm sorry. I know it's hard to relate when on YouTube, this is no longer, to most, this is no longer a space where you get on and you just say how you feel. You share your own opinion, your experiences, what you're enjoying, blah, 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 where you're in your bedroom. Now, YouTube is perceived as a business endeavor, a way to make money. It's all about who can I rub elbows with to social climb to the top. That's not what it's about for me. I'm sorry, and it's never going to be. So take your own advice. Don't give me that advice.
In a civil coworker type manner with other creators in the community, and to allow free flow of conversation and people within any chat. It actually is more beneficial to all the creators and more lucrative, and it's more enjoyable to the audience, because at the end of the day, this is supposed to be, we're supposed to be providing an entertaining space for the audience to enjoy themselves for an hour or two. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be, that's what it's supposed to be about. Like, it's supposed to be about the content. It's not supposed to be about people's personal beefs, problems that are going on behind the scenes. This person hates this person. Like, it's exhausting for the creators behind the scenes, even though it can be extremely entertaining for the audience. It's draining. It sucks your fucking energy out of you. It makes you jaded. It leaves you angry. And I'm just not about that life anymore. I'm ready to move the fuck on, do my own thing, be my own fucking person, make whatever fucking content I feel like. And if people want to watch it, they'll watch it.
I'm sorry to tell you something, but you're never your own person if your intention is to social climb and to make alliances by any means. You're never going to be your own person. You're always indebted to somebody else. That is the danger and that is the damage of social climbing type fucking relationships in the YouTube space. That's part of the reason why I would never do that. I'm never going to be beholden to anybody's fucking opinion, to anybody else's narrative to maintain fucking relationships. No, we're not fucking coworkers. I'm a person on the internet who is commenting on your business. This isn't my fucking business. I'm just a person talking about how I feel about shit. I know that's rare nowadays with YouTube, but that's how I do. That's what it is.
If they don't. I don't care. I don't care if somebody's over in Peanut's chat talking shit about me and then they want to come over here and talk shit about FFG in my chat, but I'm doing a premiere, or Russ, or whatever.
No, you definitely care. You literally said that I was trying to destroy your channel by the fucking less than 30 seconds that I talked about you in passing in a live stream. Like, stop saying you don't care when it's so obvious that you care a whole fucking lot.
I don't care about that because I'm not watching other people's chats. Jakey, stop. Checking to see who's coming in and out of the chats, who's sending a super chat, who's getting more support, whose subscribers are growing, who's losing subscribers. I've never cared about any of that. And I never will. I don't want to involve myself anymore in the personal beefs and the personal problems between other creators who I don't know and I'm not even friends with. It has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how this all started. I just refused to bend the knee and pick a side because I've always wanted to just be Switzerland as long as people are being respectful.
Bro, because you're a social climber. You just admitted that with the advice that you tried to give me. That's why you want to be Switzerland, because it's the most beneficial to your channel growth. If you're friends with everybody, then you can potentially siphon their fucking audience for your own. Like, oh my God. This is a really convoluted way to tell us that she has no fucking ethical standards. This is amazing.
Well, I don't have a problem who's here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it should be. Like,
Game
I don't know.
of Crones.
And you're right, the drama is the content half-life, but not really over here with me. I'm not a drama channel. You know what I mean? And I don't even really think that Claire is really a drama channel or an egg.
Not
They do
anymore.
tons
Not
of different
anymore.
content.
Yeah.
But I've never been a drama channel.
Oh shit, has Vidal been saying that? K Patty says, Anna, you are owned by the addict, laughing my ass off. How did you not see that? Listen to Vidal. Now, I know you guys, most of you know that me and Vidal have butted heads quite a bit and I have her blocked, but I agree with Vidal. I agree with Vidal. That is what happens when you make business type fucking alliances for potential channel growth. You end up being owned. You end up not being able to speak your true feelings. I don't even know why anybody would get themselves into that kind of situation. Like, build your own shit. Build your own shit. Walk alone. Why can't you walk the path alone? Do you not believe in your own abilities? Like, that's sad. You don't need to siphon the audience off of every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And then by association, you're going to be friends with terrible fucking people who do terrible fucking things. Like, when you align yourself with terrible, nefarious fucking people, it's only a matter of time until you end up in their crosshairs. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Like, yikes. Floppy McFlapperpants says, Pistachio, they don't have a backbone. Yes, and it's crazy the way that Anna's trying to paint it like it's some noble cause. Like, just say it's just say what it is. I don't have a backbone because it's more important to me to social climb and to maintain fucking business relationships. Like, if you guys don't remember, it's so crazy. She just admitted exactly what I said against her that she was so emotional about. She just fucking admitted it. She just said it in different words. Like, me, oh my, these people are redonkulous.
Never. I just make videos about people that I find hilarious on the internet or I think are weird. Or call something out that I think is wrong.
Yeah, dude, that's another thing too. Like, you call people out for their moral indiscretions. Do you understand what a slippery fucking slope that becomes? Her entire channel is documenting and calling others in this space out for their perceived moral indiscretions. Yet, she is rubbing elbows with the likes of DC, who has done similar, if not far fucking worse. This is when hypocrisy becomes the fucking name of the game. This is crazy town.
Well, I've noticed that there's one very manipulative tactic that she implements. One is that she will come out and state with her whole chest that she is opposed to a certain type of behavior that any sane, normal person would be opposed to, and then pats herself on the back for it. And then she goes off on these little tangents with her TMI stories and her aliens and her whatever else. And so people get the impression that she's not outwardly malicious. She is outwardly malicious.
No, she is malicious. That stream she did the other day where she accused Megs of calling CPS with zero proof and zero receipts was malicious. That's defamatory.
100%.
That's actually not what I did. I said, if he did it. If he did it. And I was led to believe that there was evidence behind the scenes that it was him who called CPS. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't make up this decision on my own. In fact, I didn't even see what occurred on my own. This information, like most was passed down in my direction. Like, it was all the reason why anybody assumed that it could potentially be Negs who called CPS on Yaba and Sam is because it looked as though he had definitely called CPS on Zeeth. And if one is willing to call CPS on Zeeth, and if you watch my live stream, I was extremely careful in not saying that he's the one who did it. I said, if he did. I gave advice. I said I couldn't understand why he would do that if he did it. Never once did I say he did it, definitely. Never, ever. I am pretty careful with my words. I am pretty intentional with my words.
Like, get a grip, bitch. Like, I can't.
100%. 100%.
And you know what's crazy in regards to the Zeeth shit? Negs doxed somebody else in association to the Zeeth situation. I haven't even brought it up on screen or retweeted it myself because of the doxing nature of it. But I've seen people post about it on Twitter that he's still on the fucking Zeeth hate train simply because he's upset. This is crazy because Negs shared DMs trying to paint Zeeth as the malicious drug addict and saying, oh, look at him, he's a drug dealer, when Negs was the one buying the fucking drugs. Like, what? Oh my God. What an idiot. What an idiot. Oh,
She ran with that with no evidence, no proof. And she claims that does she even claim to have inside knowledge? What inside knowledge would she have? She doesn't speak to either of us. She's not friends with people we're friends with. If she had produced a smoking gun of, either of us.
No, I never said I had evidence. I said that there was no solid evidence, so we couldn't know for sure. I was very careful with my words on purpose. And I spoke to if he did do it, it was a stupid thing to do, la-di-da, etc.
Sending a DM to anyone saying, oh, guess what I just did, blah, blah, blah. That would be different.
Yeah, like Samantha Tefler.
Right.
The only proven CPS caller in this community.
That's right. That's right.
It's just enough.
Yeah,
like, these people need to move the fuck on with your life. Like, get a life.
Wait,
like, you have no friends in real life?
Wait, Lil Boots, what do you mean by this? Lil Boots says, I don't know. Someone in his camp did, in my opinion. He's made a point to make it known that Straubs is MIA. No evidence, just tinfoil hat time. Wait, what does that mean? I don't know. I don't have no idea what that means. What does Straubs have anything to do with the situation? She's MIA? What would that have to do with the situation? Hold on, I'll put my hair up. About him calling CPS. Oh, are you saying, Boots, that you think it could be a possibility that Straubs had something to do with it? I don't know. That's weird. Tank Girl says, in my personal opinion, I think CPS involved themselves because of the situation with Jesse. That usually doesn't happen. Especially he's deceased. So, no, I disagree with that entirely. Flappy McFlapperpants says, calling CPS is such a Sam thing. It is almost like her default. Yes. In fact, in that live stream, I said that there was more potential that Sam was just lying about it in general, because somebody in the stream said that they thought that Sam may have called CPS on themselves. And I don't think she would do that. But I think there's definitely a possibility that they would just lie about it. I think there's a potential for maybe they found out that Zeeth had CPS called on them, and then they chose to make up a lie and run with that to victimize themselves, to make it seem like, oh, Negs is enemies with Zeeth and he's enemies with us. So he obviously called CPS on Zeeth and they called CPS on me too. I think there's definitely a possibility that that's what happened, that she found out about Zeeth's CPS call and then chose to lie about it to run with the narrative. I think that's definitely a possibility. I wouldn't put it past her. They've done worse shit than that fucking many times over.
All this shit matters so much to you and affects you so fucking deeply. Like, I don't know about other people, but I have a fulfilling fucking life. I have a husband, I have children, I have friends, I have family. When I leave here, I leave here. It's not my whole entire life.
Right.
And you can tell a lot of these people it is, because they wouldn't be so angry if it wasn't. They wouldn't be so invested if it wasn't.
Yeah, I've been accused of many things. So is Negs. And it's interesting to me that people double, triple, and quadruple down when they have zero proof. Zero proof. They all claim, oh, I have proof that such and such happened, but they never seem.
Who did that though? See, this is what I mean. It's so dishonest. And this is something that DC specifically loves to do. She loves to make an argument that I never made so that she can counter it, because she cannot counter successfully the arguments that I actually have made. Like, go and watch that stream back, see for yourself. She's being so dishonest
to show
here.
it, do they? And audience members need to hold those content creators accountable. If
Yeah,
you
I'm
are
still
going-
waiting on that video to prove that I'm Hokate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
bring it, bitches. Where's the video? You promised. You
To prove that she's what? What is she talking about?
said you had valid proof. Let's go.
Yeah.
Or the 45-minute phone calls. Where's that? Where's that? It doesn't exist.
Right.
That's where it is.
Where is the proof that Negs or I had anything to do with that bricks to the head phone call that they've been promising to show for the past, what, year and a half or more, whenever that phone call went in? Where is the evidence? You think that if evidence existed and they had handed
You
it
know
over?
why this is so crazy? Again, now they're talking about shit that Sam and Yaba have done to them or alleged against them. And do you want to know why this particular situation tickles me pink so much? Is because back when everybody was against Negs in DC, I was one of the very few, if maybe not the only, who was very fair to them. And I have said from the very beginning until now that no matter who Negs has been or what he's done, that Yaba and Sam have absolutely fucking wronged him. That Yaba has done disgusting fucking things to that man. Absolutely. And at a time where he absolutely did not fucking deserve it. This is why this vitriol and this venom in my direction, it feels so misplaced and so ridiculous, because not only have I been consistently fair to both Negs and DC from the beginning of time till now, but I have received constant criticism simply for showing them fairness when everybody who now loves them fucking hated them instead. From my perspective, I feel like I am in fucking Looney Tune land. Like, you have no idea.
To Sam and Yaba that it wouldn't have been shown by now? Where is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. The only thing that they have to say, well, you predicted that it was going to happen. Well, that's because I didn't predict the phone call was going to happen. But Tragic came to us in the Discord,
where you
and he
been?
said that
Oh,
IP2 and that 4chan had developed an interest in Gore World, and that they were very unhappy with people who call CPS falsely.
shit.
He said that in the Discord. I saw that. I repeated it on my channel. Is it true? Probably not. Okay, probably
At least
not.
you can admit it's not true. You know what I mean?
Right. But that was the so-called evidence that they had that I knew something was coming. Evidently, Tragic knew something was coming. Why don't you ask him about it?
Yo,
Okay.
that's so strange. Do you know that I just got a duplicate email? I'm not going to check my my PayPal right now, but yo, the person, I won't say your name, Flappy. Flappy, are you still in chat? Flappy, please, if you're still in chat, check your PayPal, because I don't know if I just got a glitch from my email, but I just got a duplicate email from the donation that you sent before. Please check your side of things and make sure that donation was not duplicated somehow. That's very strange, because I opened it and I just received it, like the email, like it was brand new again. So Flappy, please check your records, and I will also do so when this live stream is over.
It was
Evidently,
his
Tragic
Discord.
admitted that he made those phone calls to somebody he was in the naughty step with. So,
Oh, well, there you go. And we know that Tragic is very, very good at spoofing phone numbers.
yeah,
Is it?
I know that
entirely-
personally.
Yeah,
I think
I know
both of
that
us
too.
do.
I know that too. I know. Why else would I be getting a phone call from my dentist? When I was in Gulfport, I got a phone call from my dentist's phone number with the name of the business that was only partially written out. And I got it at 11:30 at night. I don't think my dentist is calling me at 11:30 at fucking night. Okay.
No, and I
But
got a
yeah.
bunch of calls last night too.
Oh, you
It was
did?
really lovely. Yeah,
Yikes.
Yeah, I've been getting
my
calls.
husband's phone.
See,
Oh.
I don't even know about things like this. K Petty says we know who put info of people in 4chan, and Neg celebrated and laughed about it months ago. It's archived. Like, man, see, this is why I feel like these people, DC and Negs, are so dangerous, it's because of their willingness and their history with going real life. With anything involving doxing, like I am so against that to any degree. Like, why can't we just keep it on the fucking internet? There's nothing you could do to me that would be make me willing to go into your real fucking life, try to harm your family, try to harm anything, your job, your anything. Okay, thank God. I'm glad it looks good on your side. I'm assuming that it was probably maybe just a weird duplicate of the email portion, because I got the same exact email of the notification that I read out in the first place. All right, so I'm glad it's probably just an email thing. All right, good to know. Good to know. And it's good to know that that can happen. That's very strange.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And wasn't it somebody in one of the other servers that shared your phone number with Tragic? I seem to recall that story.
Yeah, AK and Alex gave Tragic my phone number. I had to change it.
Great.
But I doxed my husband's phone number accidentally because I didn't realize that if you use, because my screen was cracked and I needed to set up a stupid Live Me account because I was going to fucking tell off MFW or troll her in her chat. When I like to do both with her sometimes.
Yeah. Do you think it's entirely out of the realm of possibility that
I'm
Tragic
skipping it.
other and there?
I feel like the time has come that people just need to
Oh
really.
my God, fucking Nietzsche is back? No way, guys. When did this happen? Nietzsche is back and Nietzsche is in their fucking live stream chatting? No way. Is this the real Nietzsche? What did she say? I can't read it. Hold on.
Move on with their lives.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck.
there's plenty of people on YouTube to react to.
Good thing I haven't used that number for over 2 years. Wow, that is the real Nietzsche, huh? When did that
Some
happen?
of us have branched out and reacted to other things or archiving other things, you know? And I feel like they need to do the same. It's time to move on. Like,
Yo,
it's a fucking, we're done.
Do you know what I don't know? Lil Boot says, yes, it is. She's been back. Yo, what made AK and Nietzsche and Tragic fall out? Because obviously we all knew that that was inevitable and that was going to happen. But does anybody know what made them fall out? And how the fuck she ended up in DC's chat? Man, the fucking ping-ponging of friends and alliances, it is fucking neck breaking, dude. Wait. Oh God, what is this? Oh, Eric just sent me a Cash App donation and said, oh, this is funny. I can tell already. I saw the email preview. Hold on. I blame Eric said, so I won't tell anybody about you unaliving a chicken. Say it with your chest, straight up murking a fucking chicken with a fucking with a weapon of large caliber. Oy vey, I am not ashamed at all. But thank you for your donation and your support. I appreciate you. And so does the chicken. You are actively giving me money to my BB gun fund for murking neighbor chickens. Nietzsche was talking to the dude she's with now, and Tragic didn't like it. Wait. What does that mean? Why wouldn't Tragic like it? And is the guy that she's talking about, is the dude that Nietzsche is talking about, is he known? Is this like a public thing? And yo, I would imagine that AK would be all up in her fucking feelings if Tragic is having weird feelings about Nietzsche having a man. That's weird. Yo, do you know what else I don't understand? And I don't know if anybody has the answers for this, but are Tragic and AK actually together? Do they make that statement? Like, do they make that declaration? Are they together? Because it is very fucking creepy the way that AK acts if they are not actively together. No? Oh my god. So she is just out here acting like a crazed, obsessed fucking girlfriend, and he has not fucking publicly claimed her? Like, oh my god. He tries to and she awkwardly laughs. Wait, he tries to? Wait, that's not how I thought it would be going. She's not acting, she is crazy. You know, I just want to know, seriously, Lil Boots, and you know what I mean because you were there with me for so long when we were cool with AK. How the fuck did she hide this level of fucking crazy for so long? How did she hide? Or, yo, maybe she didn't. Do you remember, Little Boots, some of the weird one off comments that she would make? Do you remember, Little Boots, when she legit told us, she said this to us with her whole fucking chest? She was like, yeah, I really don't understand why you guys trust me so much. Like, what? That should have been such a huge red flag. God. And she did tell these little stories that would give hints as to the rage that was bubbling below the surface. Like there were signs, but she was pretending really well, I feel. Lil Boot says, like, I knew she was nutty. Listen, we all are, but I never thought she's, yo, me, dude, Lil Boots, me either. And because she really seemed to stand stand in my chat, stand in my live streams, and she seemed to mimic the same the same things that I stand for, like against doxing, against going real life. It seemed like she believed those things. Dude, the snap was so fucking fast. This is what I mean. Like, she is somebody, and I really mean this, guys. And I tell you this story because I want you to maybe try to learn from my mistakes. AK is somebody who genuinely shocked me on the internet because of the night and day fucking difference. The way she was able to portray herself, the way she was able to hide her true, I don't know what, her true rage. Like, I've never been more frightened by the Jekyll and Hyde type capabilities of a human being ever before, not even in real life. I've never experienced something like this. It's crazy town. Like with tragic, I'm not that surprised. But with AK, like man, oh man, I was shocked. And oh my god, hold on. I think somebody just donated. Let me read this. Jag Girl, thank you so much. Jag Girl says money for the BB gun ammo. Thank you so much. I love it how you guys are super into me killing my neighbor chicken. Oh, guys, I'm gonna be asked to show receipts for the BB gun I'm buying to kill the chicken. Watch out. No, but thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it, Jag Girl. And your comment is amazing. Sam says, anyone who has, what is that? Who's Giovanna as a profile picture? Not only has trash taste, but is likely lacking self-awareness. And who's that? Is that who this person is? I don't know who that is. Demaru says, nah, I want a chicken receipt. Fuck the gun. You know how fucking angry I am, Demaru, that no matter how loud this motherfucker is, that this microphone never picks him up? Even when it's at peak fucking clucking time, the mic will never pick him up. Even though it sounds like it's being boomed into my house with a fucking, like a movie grade boom mic. No, you guys never hear it. Come on. Apocalypse Punch says, I do not co-sign the chicken killing. Chicken kidnapping, yes. Killing, no. Do you eat chicken? Like, I can't believe you would say that. If you eat chicken, then you should be down with killing annoying, terrible chickens. Giorno is a JoJo character. It's an anime thing. I'm unfamiliar. I'm sorry. Is it AK that has that as the profile picture? I can't even recognize. Is this almost done? Let's see.
And if these people want to keep going, that's fine. But it's going to be a one-sided thing because we don't give a fuck anymore.
Exactly.
And we're not going to continue to give these people our attention or energy or anything. We're done with them. It's over. Period.
All right.
Mail had a ton of messages in it from angry women.
Is this the one? Oh, she's pretty though. Do you know who this looks like? It looks like Alona to me. Yo, is this the person? Is Anna the one who's using the anime character? Is this the picture? Yo, tell me not that looks like a fucking AI Alona. No? I think she's beautiful, and I think she looks like Ilona to me.
And he seemed to not understand why all these people were calling his number.
I'm asking, is that
I have no idea. And I didn't put two and two together.
I'm asking, I know that's not Anna. I'm saying, is that the picture that Sama was talking about from anime? And I'm saying it sure looks like fucking Alona to me.
At the time. But I don't think that it is outside the realm of possibility.
That's what I knew it was AI.
Zoom's number, placed those calls, and then Zoom wakes up and he's got a whole bunch of messages on his voicemail.
Yo, don't you guys think that all of the AI imagery and all of the AI art, it has this weird fucking quality to it where I can always tell if it's AI generated. I can always tell. There's this weird, it's hard to even describe it. But there's this feature that is in all AI imagery that I can't even describe or really articulate properly.
From people, and he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Again, who's lying? I have no way of knowing. I don't know. All that I'm saying is that's what happened in the Bodega Discord. Why don't you release those postings, AK and Tragic? Release those. Maybe we'll get to the bottom of who it was that actually made those phone calls. Not that Sam and Yaba would care. I'm just saying that I think that for the sake of truth, it would be a really good idea for you to release those messages and maybe to have some people come clean. But I know for a fact that Tragic and that group.
Well, Eric, did you just send me another Cash App? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Hold on. I think Eric just sent another fucking Cash App and says, please try the Screaming Sicilian Frozen Pizza. Ooh, what do you mean? Is that a brand? You listen, Eric. First of all, thank you for your generosity, but I'm from New York. I'm going to be extremely fucking hard to please when it comes to pizza, especially when it comes to Sicilian. How do you guys feel about the Sicilian square pie? I personally am a huge fucking fan of it. Please, is it a brand? What's the brand name? The brand name is Screaming. I've never seen that brand before, but I'll look into it. I Blame Eric says, yes, it's the best frozen pizza I've ever had. Yo, do you know the best frozen pizza I've ever had? It came from the strangest spot, too. My man's father used to frequent a local neighborhood bar, and I guess they would sell these pizzas like to their patrons. And I guess the father really enjoyed these pizzas, so he would buy them from the distributor in bulk. And when I fucking tell you, and they were cheap too. I'm talking less than $1 a pie for these frozen pizzas, probably because he was buying it from a wholesaler. But when I tell you this was the best fucking frozen pizza I've ever had in my life, and this was like 10 years ago now, but I still dream of this frozen bar pizza. Ay. It was amazing. Finish the video before you... Oh my God. Did you guys hear that? Oh my God. My fan just fell. My vagina fan just fell on the floor. Face front. Are you okay? Are you okay, little friend? Let me put you back where you belong. I'll look into it, man. Another one? Hold on. Somebody just donated again. Hold on, let me look. Hey, what the shit? Somebody just donated and said, save the Clucker Fund. Now Flappy is counteracting everybody that is donating for me to purchase the murder, death, kill BB gun for the chicken and saying, no, please save the chicken. I don't know, man. I don't know, Flappy. They've got you beat as of right now. Nah, but seriously, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Chicken has a death wish. Sorry. I'm in agreement with that, Daimaro. This motherfucker never stops. He doesn't care. Let's make sure there's
With
nothing
people
good that
spoofing
we're
numbers, I have
missing.
been getting prank calls left, right, and center.
People are getting threats to have their faces shot, to
Yep.
have their breasts sliced off, to have their children killed.
And listen, guys, I know I don't talk about it often or I don't go into depth about it because I don't think it's smart and I've been advised not to, but I have been fucked with as well. My accounts, different phone numbers have been fucked with. And while I don't have concrete proof of who it is, I definitely have some fucking assumptions. And to me, there's only a specific group of people who have done these things. And it's just like, it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And it's annoying. And it's ridiculous.
Kidnapped and killed. Like, I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
It's fucking really bad.
Yep.
Like, the way I see it right now.
Yeah, do you want to know what these people like to do? Lil Boots, most of all. With these people who are trying to fuck with my life and fuck with everything, they like to try and hack into accounts. They like to try and fuck up accounts. That seems to be the favorite tactic of these people. And it wouldn't surprise me if everybody who's being fucked with in this way, that it's all the same fucking culprit. You feel me? Like, yikes.
Is that I don't understand how people can look at what Yaba and Sam are doing and what the Bodega are doing and still think that we're a big problem that needs to be dealt with. You know what I mean? Yeah. And another thing that I'm going to that me and you can both comment on. Mm-hmm. K Petty, honey, darling, boo.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
I didn't dox YTR.
K Petty, are you in chat? She just addressed you directly. K Petty, are you still around? I know you were here earlier. I'm trying to look at when was the last time K Patty wrote in chat. Okay, K Patty, you were here. Oh, you were here like 4 minutes ago. Are you still here, K Patty? She just called you out by name. All right, let's listen to what she has to say to K Patty.
That was tragic in MFW. It happened on a live stream. Go watch it. It's still on their channel. I said her real life name, yes, and I've taken accountability and I've apologized. Second, you're going around saying that Clara hasn't apologized to me. Me and Clara did shit to each other when we were mad at each other, and me and Clara both apologized to each other behind the scenes. And me and Clara's business is nobody else's business, period. My friendships and my relationships and her friendships.
I actually agree with that. I don't think it's for anybody else to say. If they have wronged each other and apologized behind the scenes and chosen to forgive each other, I think that I agree that is their business. I don't think it's for anybody else to say. However, I also don't think it's out of the realm. Like you have to understand if people are using this behavior to try and explain who you are, like as pattern of behavior. If you've done this certain thing, whether DC or whoever has forgiven you, if you have a pattern of this behavior, I think it's relevant to bring it up in that sense. Do you know what I mean?
Friendships and her relationships off of YouTube are nobody else's business.
Right.
Period.
Well, K Petty is a massive shit stirrer. She's
a weirdo.
Yeah, I would imagine K Petty. The reason why I said what I said is because I would imagine K Petty that if you brought that up, that you would be bringing it up to use it as pattern of behavior types reasons. Like, oh, this person did this to this person. They did this similar thing to this person as well, etc., etc. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just assuming on this.
on tweeting out pictures claiming that they were her, and somebody, and I don't remember who it was, identified the picture as a Nigerian model actress.
I mean, exactly.
She used that picture.
See, and that's a really good point as well, Lil Boots. Lil Boots says, so that means you doxed her. Just because you apologize doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's what I'm saying. Like, if all of this shit is public, if you are publicly doing these nefarious deeds to people, especially ones that you once called friend, you have to not be surprised when people are remembering that and using that to make a judgment call about your character. Because while this person may have forgiven you for doing that, it still says something about you that you were ever willing to engage in that behavior in the first place. People are allowed to be weary of you because of how you've treated others in your past. Like that is the risk that you run by overtly being a fucking animal on the internet. Like, it is what it is, man. You can't expect the whole world to forgive you just because somebody else has chosen to. Do you know what I mean? And by forgive, I mean they're going to remember that you're the kind of person who is willing to ever do something like that.
Picture as her thumbnail. She claimed that she was that person, and she wasn't. All that anybody needs to do is use a Google reverse image search, which I never did because, frankly, I don't care. I'm too lazy. But people identified that picture. She is a total fucking weirdo and one of the weirdest A-logs in the community.
K Patty says Anna blocks people, so how would I know she apologized? Does not change. She did what she did and she is still exhibiting the behaviors. Exactly. That's another important thing too. Like, these people, this is what it's so hard for me. A lot of people, they really, all they care about is how this person treats me specifically. For me, and I know this is stupid and hard to relate to, but for me it matters very little how somebody treats me personally. I take way more account of how people treat others around them and pattern of behavior. So even if somebody has not doxed me personally, if they have doxed Tom, Dick, and Sally, even if they've fucking apologized for it, I'm still going to take account and remember in my mind, just for self preservation and just to know that this person is somebody who doxes, that when their back is against the wall, that doxing is not off the fucking table for them. Like, that is everybody's right. It's everybody's right to make a fucking judgment call on your character based on what you chosen to display online. It fucking is what it is, man. K Patty says also, DC, I am Tanzanian, Puerto Rican, and French. People know me.
Cruz, I have no idea. I don't know anything about Zoom. I don't know him.
Yeah, Cruz, it's the same Zoom. It's the same person.
Yo, okay, what is this? Yo, guys, do you know what is this whole Zoom situation? A lot of the times I will see one of the biggest criticisms that I hear other people say against DC is that she tried to weaponize Zoom against others. I have heard this name Zoom mentioned and thrown around in this space a lot of times, but I have no idea who this person is. And I have no idea, like, the relationship that him and DC had. Does anybody know that situation? Because I've seen way too many people say, well, DC tried to cozy up to Zoom to weaponize him, blah, blah, blah. Is he a channel? Does he make videos? Like, what does he do? Eric says, who started the whole doxing campaign in this community? Who was the absolute first person to do it? I don't know for sure, Eric, but I'll tell you the first thing I can remember. The first instance of proper doxing that I remember, and I don't know if you would consider this doxing, but I do. The first instance of doxing that I remember is when somebody doxed Charlie Gold's mugshot. I'll tell you why I remember, because it was at a time where I was criticizing her and it was not a popular thing to do. And I remember immediately we had a mutual friend, even though I was criticizing her, we were mutuals with, what's his name? What was that? Fuck, I can't remember his name. Guys, do you remember he used to do Chantel videos and he lost a ton of weight? He was a black guy. Fuck, I cannot remember his name. Anyway, we had a mutual friend, and the moment that I became aware that somebody had doxed her mugshot, I hit him up and I was like, yo, you need to send Charlie this link and let her know what's going. Yes, biggest Mikey, thank you. And whoa, he's a documented ped? Ugh. So wait, Strawberry Kiwi, why do people say that DCmediagirl weaponizes him against her enemies, or did? I thought that they were enemies with each other. Are they not? So many people I've heard say, well, DCmediagirl was friends with Zoom and tried to weaponize Zoom against this person, that person. Yeah, yo, Eric, was that the first type? Was that the first kind of doxing that you can remember? That is legitimately the first. That's the first doxing account that I can think of. And then with the second time, like the second is when Charlie sat on Gaining Ground's accidental dox of himself on his Instagram. Is that how you guys remember it as well? Oh, she did. She did do that. See, this is what I mean then. This is what I mean when I say that DC definitely has a history of genuinely trying to weaponize other people's fucking malicious behavior against her online adversaries. That's why it's so crazy to me that she would ever make that allegation in my direction. It is so fucking hypocritical and ironic. Yeah, dude, I don't even know who this person is. I don't know if they made videos, but all I remember is that this name struck fear into the fucking minds and the mouths of anybody who would utter his name. And I'm like, why? Who is he? I don't fucking know. Is that a dox? I mean, I would consider it one. No, I don't think I would consider his Periscope a dox, because that is something he put out on a public forum himself. But I would consider, if somebody accidentally posts a picture and does not black out their home address good enough, and then somebody sits on that information, does not warn him to protect himself, and then, you know, makes that fact public, that I consider a dox. Even though Gaining Ground is the one who accidentally did it, sitting on it and making it public without warning him, I do consider that a dox. Do you think I'm right? I think Charlie's mugshot was the first doxing in this space, and the second was the Gaining Ground shit. And I think, at least to my knowledge, the next doxing I can remember was my own. I might be wrong on that, though. He's a dangerous dude and a documented ped. See, you know what I don't understand is, how do these people even get, like, how does somebody like that get an association with the people around these parts anyway? I don't understand. And yo, did everybody know he was a fucking ped and still they were willing to rub elbows with him? That becomes, in my opinion, it's so dangerous. There are certain things that you should just outright not be willing to fucking, because it looks bad for yourself. It's not a good look to be willing to rub elbows with a kitty fiddler for any fucking reason. A lot of the time, and this really shocks the fuck out of me, a lot of the time these people are willing to ingest poison themselves in hopes that it is going to harm their fucking enemy. That happens so fucking often in this space. They literally harm themselves and don't realize it, And then he's internet infamous? Well, I've never fucking heard of him. It's more than not a good look. Yes, I mean, obviously, Daimaru. To me, it shows the character of an individual if you're willing to do that, especially a fucking kitty fiddler. Like I've said before, I can let's talk about different criminal acts. I can think of so many different scenarios where even murder can be warranted. Do you know what I mean? Like if in self-defense, if protecting somebody you love, if protecting a child, even murder can be defensible, but sexually harming a child, there is no fucking scenario where that shit is okay. Ever. Dude, Tragic is the one who brought him into Girl World. Holy fucking shit. His thread on Kiwi Farms documents the things he's did to kids, bro. Wow, I'm so disgusted. And you know what I can't figure out? Like, is it just this space that has so much proximity to fucking kitty fiddlers, or is it just more prevalent in the world than we would like to fucking believe? Like, yikes. I can't understand that. I can't understand how anybody could be attracted to a child. I feel like people like that should be killed and thrown in the garbage for betterment of society at large. Why isn't that allowed? Why aren't you why isn't that like what they do? Ugh. Dude, make up. I don't even think, listen, I don't know about strawberry kiwi, but I do know for myself, I can disagree with somebody. I enjoy conflict personally. I would say strawberry kiwi and I are adults. We can fight, we can have civil conversations. So make up. I don't even think that's an appropriate way to state it. I think we're both adults that can disagree and we can, I think that's what it is. I blame Eric says so people get labeled a PDF who aren't, but then you have the dude. I'm so glad you said that, Eric, because this shit pisses me off and what pisses me off even more. Let me finish the rest of your comment. He says so people get labeled a PDF who aren't, but then you have the people throwing that word around, having actual PDFs in their chats. So weird. This is what fucking pisses me off about this shit is how willy-nilly people behave when it comes to actual fucking documented and proven PDFs, but at the same time they're willing to just willy-nilly throw out fictitious fucking allegations of this same disgusting thing in anybody's direction. It sullies the fucking weight of the word. I can't, it's something that genuinely bothers me. Like, I genuinely get a feeling in my stomach about it. Ugh. I don't even like to fucking think about it. All right, good night, Sylvelle. And you know what? Holy shit, guys. Do you know it's 3 a.m. my time? I'm going to go too. So good night, guys. Thank you so much to everybody who donated and supported the channel. What's today? Is today... Okay, that's what I thought. So we shall reconvene tomorrow. I imagine maybe around like late noon. But we shall reconvene. I'm wondering if there'll be a response to this response. If so, we'll talk about it. We'll tackle it. But thank you to everyone who supported the channel. Thank you to everybody who continues to come back and support with your time, which is the most valuable thing of all. And I hope everyone has a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.